What's good? What's good? What's happening? hmm Hope y'all having a great day. Oh man. Pew, 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 doo, pew, doo, pew. All eyes on me, and I'm gonna send it up to Pac. Hey. Freaky ass. He a 69 God. What's good with you? What's good with you? How y'all doing? I'm in this thing, man. I'm ready. Take the jackets off. Coming from outside. Uh-huh. What's up, Lex? How y'all doing? We just getting started. All right, let's get it. I'm ready. Yeah, man. Gotta talk about this strange fellow here. Bet that's what's up. I appreciate it. We're gonna talk about this strange fellow here. Oh man, I didn't. You know what? Let me put it on here. My bad, y'all. My bad. All eyes on me, and I'ma set it up to Pac. A sweet chin music, and I won't pass the ox. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. A devil is a lot. I this video is crazy. This video is so crazy to me. That's how you gotta whip it sometimes. That's how you gotta whip it. I ain't mad at you. No, bro. Sometimes you gotta whip that thing. Whip that thing through the city like that. So oh, don't worry, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Angel. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I don't even know what to. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Right. So, my man's here. My man's here. What up? What up? My man's here. He made some weird ass video asking women to answer a question, and I'm gonna play it so everybody can see it or hear it. And then, yeah, we're gonna get into it. I saw a lot of other videos about this video, and it's a lot of weird shit, a lot of problematic shit. I'm gonna do a thing on it later, but I definitely want to talk about how, you know, men go out of their way to protect predators and not protect victims. It's I mean, it's quite a phenomenon. Like, it's really disturbing and all of that stuff, but it's also like interesting, right? Not in a good way necessarily, but just interesting. Like, why is that? Why is our default, to protect predators, right? It's just odd to me. And it's just how effective it is. Like, and most men participate in it or have participated in it to some extent. So yeah, I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem to say the least. So here's the original video. By the way, I mean, I've seen videos get ratio before. This full video got ratio like a motherfucker. I can't believe it was like a few hundred people that liked it though. Last time I checked it, it was like 100 and some people. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why? What is to like about this video? I didn't understand it. So let me play the video for y'all real quick so everybody can see. So everybody could see and hear what it is.
Answer question from women today. Why do women, instead of wearing more clothes, they wear less clothes when they say they're scared of what men may do to them? I mean, seriously, I need answers. I still haven't got one yet. If you're afraid of inappropriate things with another male, which you know less clothes attract these type of men, and you still go and wear less clothes, is you really afraid? I don't know what's going on. I still haven't got an answer yet. I get a deflection like, well, men should keep their hands to themselves. Well, we know that.
That's not a deflection. That's the answer. You just answered the question. That's the answer. That's not a deflection. That's the fucking answer.
Like, well, men should keep their hands to themselves. Well, we know that. I think men also shouldn't rob me when I have money here sticking out my pocket. But we live in a world, right?
We live in a world. What do you mean? What does that mean?
So please explain that to me, y'all. Why do they wear even less clothes when they're so afraid?
Whew. Yeah. So why does he have money? It's disturbing. It's disturbing. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand this as an adult male. I don't get it. It's really not that hard. But trying to blame women for men assaulting women is pretty wild, to say the least. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make any sense. But I want to say that there's a photo. I want to say that if you are a man and you do this type of shit, you are 100% a predator. I mean, you could try to convince me otherwise, but yeah, you are 100% a predator. Without a doubt. Like, because in this video, he even said something like that stood out to me. Right? Watch. Hold on.
Today. Why do women, instead of wearing more clothes, they wear less clothes when they say they're scared of what men may do to them? I mean, seriously, I need answers. I still haven't got one yet. If you're afraid of inappropriate things with another male, which you know less clothes attract these type of men, and you still go and wear less clothes, is you really afraid? I don't know what's going on.
If you still go and wear less clothes, is you really afraid? Is you really afraid of the men if you wear less clothes? So what I get from that is you think that if a woman is scantily clad, then you can assault her. That's what I get from that. Because you're the one saying this, so you can't say, well, I wouldn't do it. But listen to what you're saying. You're saying that if you see a woman, by your logic, by what you're saying, if you see a woman out and she is dressed provocatively, then you think that she wants you. She is okay with any man groping her or assaulting her. Like that's what you're saying when you say that. Just so we're clear. Because I already know he's gonna say, "Oh, not me. I wouldn't do that. I'm just asking." But like, but where? What else can I? What else can I take from what you're saying? If not, but that. Like if not that, right? That's what I like. That's what I get the most from what you're saying is you think that if a woman is dressed a certain way that you can assault her. Because why would it? Listen to what I'm saying. If you think that women who are dressed a certain way are asking to be groped, then why wouldn't you grope her? What are you going to say is stopping you from groping her? You see what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to say that is like, because I know if he was sitting here right now, I would ask him this question and 100% he would go, well, no, not me. Then I would be like, but why would you stop yourself from doing it? If you think that she wants it just based on what she has on, then what would stop you from doing it? Because I know you want to do it. Why wouldn't you do it? You want to do it. You can do it according to you. She's sitting right there. She must want you to do it because she's dressed a certain way. What would stop you from doing it? So it's not a stretch. No. It's not the law because he thinks that the women want to be raped. So how can it be illegal if it's consensual? You see what I'm saying? He thinks that if she dresses a certain way, she wants to be raped. So therefore, it's consensual at that point. If she wants it, right, then it's not rape. It's not assault. Right? That's what he's saying. Listen, I'm not making it up. Listen to what he's saying. What else can you take from that?
Inappropriate things with another male, which you know less clothes attract these type of men, and you still go and wear less clothes. Is you really afraid? I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. Is you really afraid? Because you know they gon' so what's the what am I supposed to take from that? Now we got to put you on a neighborhood watch. Now you got to be on a registry because I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. He on the list already. He on the list already. Oh, this says everything about me. Oh, there you go, Kev. I didn't know you was in here. You didn't make the question clear. Your question was unclear. Just so we're clear, your question was unclear. That wasn't a clear question. Because what you're saying doesn't make it. That doesn't make sense. You answered your own question, so you didn't. You know what I mean? You answered your own question. I didn't understand that. Hold on, what happened? Did I invite you up? Yeah, there you go. Oh, if you in here, you might as well come up. It ain't no need it. Yeah, if you in here, you might as well come up. Ain't no need in being in the comments saying that type of shit. You can come up and say whatever you need to say. I don't want to have to mute people. All right, well, all right. If you ain't gonna say it with your chest, you can go back to your video and fight with them people in them comments. But yeah. I told them that I was gonna go live about them. I do that with people if I'm gonna put they face on the background. I'm gonna let it be known. I don't be trying to be, I ain't no whole ass nigga. I ain't about to hide it from you. But yeah. So yeah. I don't know what Benny do. What Benny do. But yeah, that's wicked work, fam. That's wicked work. That's wicked work, brother. You didn't make the question clear. Nah, you didn't. You didn't make the question clear. Why do they always look like this? It's something in the water. Hold on. And then here go another one is here go another one of them weird niggas that be up there saying that weird shit every time. Here go you. Here go the weird cats. Hold on, I got you in a second. Hold on, give me a second. Here go the weird cats doing that weird shit. Doing that weird shit. Here we go.
Answer question from women today. Why do women, instead of wearing more clothes?
Oh, I forgot. Let's address the elephant in the room, can we? Why are we talking about men being perverts, men being creeps? Let's talk about the women perverts and the women creeps. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. All right, so I had a question for the ladies. Trigger warning. Why none of y'all smacked your homegirls, your mamas, your grandmamas, your sisters, your cousins, your female cousins, all of the women, whoever gave a young man a compliment, your sons, your nephews, your grandkids. Ooh, that's my little handsome man right there. Ooh, he gonna be a lady killer when he grow up. Ooh, girl, I changed your son diapers. He must, girl, it runs in the family, says the mama. Or says the auntie or whoever's changing the young boy. Now, why y'all don't call those type of creeps out? Why y'all don't call those perverts out? While we talking about dress code and shit, men get essayed. These young boys get essayed by those women. Right under your mother effing nose, and they can say these things out loud. Out fucking loud, and you don't say any goddamn thing about it. Let's make it.
I just saw the numbers today. I think it's like 96% of perpetrators of SA against children are men. 4% are women. I mean, it's still 4% too many. I hear you, but it's 96-4. So it's a gender problem. It's not, it doesn't go both ways, but y'all always like to do it goes both ways. Every single time. It's the wildest shit. But I got something for that though.
It makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to figure this shit out too. How many of y'all homegirls then gave y'all sons, y'all nephews, your grandkids a compliment? Oh, that's my little boyfriend right there. Imagine men saying, "Oh, that's my little girlfriend right there. Come sit on Uncle's lap."
Men do say that type of shit. Men do say that shit. What are you talking about? They do. Damn, she gonna be fine as fuck when she get older. Men don't say that. Calling them out. You want to talk about? I've never heard a man call out another man for saying that shit.
You want a piece of candy? You want a piece of candy? Oh my God! This is your old Herbert motherfuckers. You, yeah. Why y'all call out your home? The women of your family doing this shit, or is it only men? A lot.
It's not only men. It's 96%. 96% of the perpetrators are men. 96%. 96%. 96%.
A lot of shit that these women say aloud, y'all sweep under the goddamn rug. You sweep under the goddamn rug and you don't blink twice about it. You be all alarmed when men want to be in daycare and this, that, and the third. That's weird. Why men want to be in? Why?
I'm weary. I will not drop my kids off at a day. If men work in daycares, I'm weary. I don't like it. I don't like men around my kids. It's already hard enough to have anybody around my kids, but it's really hard to have men around. Like daycares, especially. Like school is different, right? School is different. There's way more like there's just more security in school. But like daycares and shit, I'm all right. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it at all.
Men want to. I think you should go look at his database. Go look at somebody go through his search history, his this, that, and the third. And y'all don't even think twice to want to look through y'all homegirl shit either. Your daughter's shit. Your niece's shit. Y'all don't think twice about looking at that. Why? Because the people who you least expect to do something will be the motherfuckers who get away with it the most. Wonder why there's so many white collar crimes out there? Because they wouldn't expect them to do it. But when you walk into these goddamn establishments or these jobs and shit, they looking at you because you look a certain way. Dress code. Dress code. Oh, you can't take this off. Oh, you can't take this. Well, Michael. Lil Kim. Anyways, y'all get what I'm saying. But I'm still trying to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he rambling at this point. But this is interesting because there is a so this is exactly what I was on yesterday too. I talked about this. Okay.
This commenter is a prime example of the whataboutism that men so often defer to when they are confronted with some of the harms that men do. Now, a lot of men are incapable of sitting with the discomfort that men do harm. Their first instinct, instead of saying, wow, men do a lot of harm, is to say, well, what about the harm women do? Or what about when women do XYZ? Or women, in this particular comment, it was a video on the high school boyhood mentorship program that I lead, where I was teaching boys about the grape culture pyramid and some of the things such as coercion and consent and control and all of these other dynamics. And this commenter's first reaction when watching a 60-second clip of teenage boys learning this information is, women absolutely need this. Just because they ask less often doesn't mean it's any less wrong. Nobody who is advocating for better, more comprehensive consent education and sexual literacy in our society would say that specific genders or certain people don't need this information. However, there is a rampant problem where the majority of SAs are perpetrated by men and boys. That does not mean that the majority of men and boys are SA, rapists. But what it does mean is that we have a problem in our culture of masculinity that leads to us fundamentally misunderstanding consent at a higher frequency than women. And that leads to harm. It means that people are being hurt, and it's serious. Men and boys are also being hurt by men and boys misunderstanding this issue. So if your first instinct is to need women to like whataboutism, exact equal, they need it too, I think that's likely because there is some sort of pain in your life that a woman has caused, and you're projecting that out instead of understanding what the broader picture is. And
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I don't think it has anything to do with women. I think it has everything to do with men and our incessant desire to protect the patriarchy.
The larger themes are, or you do not have the capacity to think about the harm that men do because it makes you too uncomfortable, and you refuse to take accountability for your role in upholding certain values that are patriarchally masculine, right? And what we can do, you and I both, as men, is try to abolish this system of patriarchal masculinity and educate ourselves and lean on one another as men to promote healthier masculinity, to be supportive, to have internal discussions amongst our gender solidarity cohort, right? Amongst other men. Hey, Here's what consent looks like. Hey, how do you go about doing this when you are being romantic with someone or when you are being sexually active? Those are important conversations that men need to have, and we don't have them.
Most men don't understand consent. They can't even spell it. Like when you talk to men about consent, I've had discussions with men about consent, and when I spoke to them about it, it was literally their first time talking about consent with another person. They have never had the conversation before. 40 years old, 37 years old, 50 years old. Where are these discussions coming up at? Daddies definitely ain't teaching their sons about consent. We know that. Appreciate you never saying. And the mamas ain't doing it either, to be honest with you. Because most parents are too embarrassed to have a discussion about smacks with their kids for whatever reason. But yeah, so where are they going to learn it from? Right? Where are they going to learn it from? Then they grow up and nobody knows it. And the first time they hear about it is, like I said, if they ever hear about it, the first time they ever talk about it, they're 30 years old. So that means you've been hunching around for the last 10 to 15 years, and you don't even know what the fuck consent is. You don't even know what consent is. That's the spookiest part about it. The men just be running around.
I haven't got an answer yet.
The men just be running around for 15 years and don't know what the hell consent is. Hunching. And you talk to them about it, like, but is it, what if she, like, yeah. And here's the thing. I was just watching the show last night, right? I'm watching White Lotus, the White Lotus. And there's a storyline in there where one of the characters is like in love with this woman, and he has already made it known that he loves her and he likes her or whatever the case may be. And she has already rebuffed him, right? But he won't stop. And they make it like, I'm so tired of it. They make it like it's a cat and mouse game. So it makes it seem like she likes him. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she's smiling and da-da-da-da-da. But in reality, if she liked him, she would be with him. She don't like him. She doesn't like him. Not right now. I'm not saying she won't or can't in the future, but right now she does not like that man. And they're making it like they're trying to make it seem like what he's doing is like cute and okay. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm watching that shit. I'm uncomfortable watching it. I'm uncomfortable watching it because I'm like, what message are we? And that's a show for us. Don't get me wrong. Adults are watching that show, but probably some teens are watching it too. But also young adults are watching it who have never had the discussion about consent. And that show ain't gonna help them no more. Yep, season 3. That show ain't gonna help them anymore. That storyline is not helping them anymore. Same old thing. The man, he has feelings for the woman. He approaches her. She says no, and then he keeps spinning the block. And he's like becoming like increasingly more persistent, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Where before it wasn't every day. Now it feels like it's every day that he sees her, that he's like pestering her. And she's nice. And I'm sure in the end, he's gonna get the girl. You know what I'm saying? I would hope. I would hope he doesn't, but I'm guessing, because that's how TV is. He's gonna get the girl in the end, right? He's gonna get the girl ultimately. So you don't there's no healthy representation of consent in media, like any consistent, healthy representation of consent in media, right? Men don't teach men about consent. Men don't teach boys about consent. Men don't teach girls about consent. Women don't teach girls or boys. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's teaching nobody about consent. Women know what consent is for the most part, but in all honesty, women don't know what consent is. I think women understand it when it's like sexually, maybe for the most part, but I don't think most women understand what consent is either. Because again, most women think that shit's like whatever. Hey, it could be me. That's my perception of it. You could tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like women also play the whole like, oh, like she's smiling and she's being coy and, you know, I really like him, but, you know, whatever the case may be, like they feel like they're supposed to be guard. You know what I mean? And they allow that shit to keep going sometimes. But also a lot of times I have to recognize that women also are afraid to tell men no. So I want to, you know, I'll keep the door open for that. A lot of women don't want, just feel uncomfortable telling a man no. I know that's true too. I don't know what percentage of women are doing what, but I do know that there's a good mix of women that are like, you know, whatever, and then letting the shit still happen. And then, you know, and it's sending that man that signal. Like, I just need to keep being persistent. I just keep, you know, right? So yeah, it may, and there's women that are like, they don't know what to do. And they're just like, I'm just going, he's cool. He's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's okay. He's harmless, and, you know, make up whatever excuses. Cause they don't, you know, maybe they don't want to lose a friend, or they don't want to, you know, whatever, right? They understand what it is, but they just don't want to fuck it up. Fine. There's a group of women like that too. But overall, the overwhelming majority of society, we don't talk about consent. We don't understand it. And that leads me to a man like Kev, who says shit, who asks women questions like, why do you dress that way if you don't want a man to assault you? It starts with this type of behavior. The door is wide open when men can, you know, not just, you know what I'm saying, not just take no for an answer. The door is wide open now. He just can't take no for an answer. He just can't take no for an answer. You see it on my live. I told men a million times, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, but I'm good, bro. I don't want to talk about that. But no, but I'm just, bro, I just don't want to talk about that. It's pointless. But men don't understand consent. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, men protect predators and not victims. You guys don't get to act like you're the, you know, you're the like you're the voice of reason. You don't get to say that men are supposed to protect women. Like, we're not. And exactly. They don't want to know what consent is, because once they know, then they know they have to change their behavior. Y'all don't want to know what consent is. Exactly, yeah. Y'all don't want to know what consent is. That's why y'all dodge these conversations all the fucking time. You never want to have them. You never want to talk about it. Instead of you having a conversation around consent, you want to start a conversation around why women dress the way that they do. You don't want to understand consent, because clearly you don't. Clearly you don't. But you would rather have a conversation around why women dress the way that they do. Excuse me? How does that make sense? Why are we not starting with consent? And I'll answer the question for you. The reason why women dress the way that they do is because they want to. Why do they want to? It makes them look good. They feel like they look good. It makes them feel confident. They like the attention from everybody, from anybody, from whoever. I don't give a fuck. I can name 20 reasons why. None of those reasons include they want to get groped by a man. They wear it for their husbands. They wear it for their girlfriends. They wear it for their friends. They wear it for their women friends. They wear it for their male friends. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I know for a fact, though, no woman is dressing whatever way she's dressing so she can get groped. None of them are. Or worse, I'm starting at grope, but none of them are wearing it for that reason. That I know for sure. So now that we gotten past that, can we put this to rest? Can we just concede that this question was dumb? If you think the answer, what I'm trying to figure out is, what are you trying to get at? That men aren't that dangerous? Is that what you're trying to say, Kev? Like, oh, well, if men were really as dangerous as women say they are, why would they dress that way? Is that what you're trying to do? And you're trying to downplay the fact that men actually are really dangerous? To Nigel said, nobody dressing for these ugly niggas. Because, so I was just, we all know the numbers, right? So 1 in 6 women report being, 1 in 6 women are going to be raped, I believe. Not, I don't think it's S8. I think it's raped. 1 in 6 women will be raped, right? If I'm not mistaken, somebody could correct me on that. I think it's 1 in 6 women and 1 in 33 men, if I'm not mistaken. But 2/3 of all SAs don't get reported. 2/3 of all SAs don't get reported. Right? Yeah, exactly. It would jump up. No, great, not S8. S8 is 1 in 4, I believe. Great is 1 in 6. So if all the women who got SA or graped actually reported it, it would jump up to half the women get graped. Not SA, graped. Graped. Half of women? Yeah, over 50% are not reported. 2/3 are not reported. That's the numbers. Now, I don't know. I could be, once again, they're saying 1 in 6. Is it reported or is it just this is their, because that's an estimation then. You see what I'm saying? Like if it's 1 in 6, that would be an estimation. There's no way to say like that is actually what's going on. 1 in 6 women. You know what I mean? They're going based on the numbers that are reported, if I'm not mistaken, correct? And then we know that 2/3 of all SAs don't get reported. So boom, it would jump up. Like we really don't know. Oh, it's estimated. Okay, I got you. It's estimated. So that would, Amanda's saying it's 1 in 6. Okay, so that does include the women that aren't reporting it. Okay, I'll accept that. 1 in 6 being raped is crazy. You know what I'm saying? 1 in 4 being SA'd also wicked work. But yeah, I get that. I see the estimation. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. 1 in 6 is crazy. I thought it would be higher than that. I was for sure it'd be higher than that. I ain't gonna even hold you. 1 in 6 sound low. Self-reported. Yeah, that's proof. That's proof. Eighty 87% sexually harassed. Yep. Mm-hmm. Who else will report it, right? Who else will report it? Exactly. Who else will report it? Exactly. Hold on, man. 1 out of 6 is insane for grape. For grape, crazy. Wicked work. Wicked work. Wicked work. Yeah, we gonna need explanations. If you make comments like that, I need explanations. So if you can't come up, I feel you. Hang out in the back rooms. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, this shit is wicked. So now we're in a place where we're asking women what are they wearing. We're asking women what are they wearing, and not asking women and not asking men what does consent mean? Why am I asking women what are they wearing? That's Cracker Jack. Why am I asking women why are you wearing that? Because she wants to. Quick, easy answer. Anyways, let's get back to the problem. Men, what is consent? Why do you feel like you can just take a woman's body? Why do you feel like you can just touch a woman whenever you want to? Ali said hit the poll, y'all. Definitely hit the poll in the top left corner. Why do you feel like your wife owes you smacks? Why do you feel like if you buy a woman some drinks at the bar, she needs to go home with you that night? Why do you feel like if you buy a woman dinner, she needs to go home with you? Why do you feel like that? These are way better questions to be asking. That makes way more sense. And Kev, the problem with this whole thing, the thing that I really honestly despise this about you, to be honest with you. I don't know how to say it. I despise it. Like it's one of the things I despise about you. But it's how, like, you made the video, you saw the response it got, you saw how, like, go look at the video. If you guys will go look it up, it's like 7-1. The shit got ratio, right? Like for every like he got like 100. You know, he got 7 people like commenting and being like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Right? It's like 7-1, right? So it when you see that, and then you see all the people who stitched your video, and some people made videos agreeing with you, but most of the people didn't agree with you. You see the overwhelming pushback you got. That doesn't give you pause to be like, oh, wait, maybe I got this one wrong. No, that's not what you did. Instead, you put the video in your pinned videos. Hey, y'all, hit that poll up there. Go do the poll. You didn't stop at making the shitty video. You didn't stop at making the shitty video. You put it in your, like, you're proud of it. Tonight just said, does human consent change based on clothing? According to Kev, Amanda, I don't think he, believe it or not, I don't think he was rage baiting. Like, I mean, maybe, but he genuinely believes this shit. He genuinely believes this. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to go to the, like, oh, he's just saying, like, he knows what's up. Like, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows. I think he genuinely believes this. Like, he really thought he ate down. He was like, yeah, why do women wear mini skirts if they don't like if they don't like men trying to look up their mini skirt? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yeah, man. Why do women wear mini skirts? Like that type of shit, that's the type of shit that annoys the fuck out of me. When y'all say the stupid thing and then you get an immense amount of pushback and then you still don't listen to anybody. Like, don't listen to me. Fuck it. You think I'm just gonna say the opposite of whatever you say, because that's how stupid you are. You always think that whatever I say personally, I'm just going against Cam. Everybody hate Cam, nigga. You are not Chris Rock, bro. But there's also there's a reason why everybody hates Chris Rock. He's a fucking idiot. But you're not Chris Rock. So my question was, why is also, instead of asking why do women dress a certain way, why do women deal with men at all? Chris Rock, also a rapist. Yeah, allegedly. Why do women deal with men at all? If men can, if a man can grope a woman because of what she's wearing and then have men defend that, why are women dealing with men in general? You know what I'm saying? Like, where that don't even make sense. Ali said, please note, if you plan on joining the panel, please be mindful of language and not to trigger people with your stories. This is a heavy conversation. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, man, it's really wicked work out here. What up, Jay?
What's good, brother?
Chilling.
So I stitched the video, and I was hoping that he would have seen it and we could at least had a conversation, because at this point, I don't really know how we're still trying to teach people about consent. And even in this conversation period, it's absolutely never about the clothes. It's never been about the clothes. It will never be about the clothes.
They graping babies in Pampers. Babies getting graped in Pampers. I don't want to hear nothing about what a woman wearing. Y'all graping babies in Pampers.
You led me directly to it, because now, in the search of not just my stitch, but the search of his video is that exhibit, the exhibit of what were you wearing. And when you look at that, I couldn't look at that too long, man. I couldn't look at that too long. I think when I seen the onesie and I seen the diaper, I was like, all right, bro.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Nah. And the other thing I tried to convey in that video, something that you just said. Most of the time, when women are wearing the things that they're not wearing it for the gaze of men.
Yeah.
It's usually, I like this. I'm comfortable in this. This makes me feel good. Or, believe it or not, some women are actually dressing for the gaze of other women, and they're not even interested in women romantically that way.
Yeah.
Because they know the compliments that they get from women is going to be more on a human level than what we often do as men when we're trying to compliment women. It's the reason why it's so hard for a lot of us as men to even begin to understand that is so many of us revolve our lives around trying to get the attention of other women. While there's so many women that are just trying to exist, bro.
They don't want it. They don't want the attention from men. Yeah. It's crazy.
In the comments, there are women in the comments saying I had on baggy pants. I had on a sweatshirt and a bubble coat with one of them Russian hats, and they still tried. What else are you expecting a woman to do in a burqa? Like, look, this dude, I don't know, bro, because the ones that he stitched, that he duet, that was agreeing with him, was like, they didn't understand your question, bro. That's not it. I don't know what you thought you was doing with
it was some dangerous people stitching his shit. I was like,
super dangerous. One dude opened his video up saying hoes will be hoes. Like, what the nigga? How did we get here?
Man.
Look, one thing I will say is this. There have been multiple women who've said to me since this that they thank him for making that video so that he can not only make himself clear and obvious, but the people who agree with him clear and obvious. So that we know who to keep a distance from and we know who to watch just in case.
Yeah, this is what you call a red flag.
100%.
We always talk about red flags, and this is a red flag. Like this video, like if you are a woman and you are dating Kev, or you come across Kev and you see his content and you continue to date him.
Oh, wait, public, Kev is married.
When did that happen? He said he ain't dated a woman in 4 years.
I don't know who the lady is in one of his PM videos talking about Mr. and Mrs. content. She's like kissing on him and everything. Like, so wait, is this nigga lying?
Nigga been lying.
Come on, bro. God.
Yeah. He was on my live and said he hadn't been with a woman in 4 years.
This nigga is getting weirder, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what that video was supposed to be then, because it's one of his pinned videos.
And
I thought he pinned it because everybody was on him in the video. That I still don't know why he pinned the video that he did.
This
Why'd
one?
you put that out there, bro? Yeah.
Well, because it got he just likes the attention at this point.
That's crazy.
That video that's what I'm saying. Go click the shit getting rated probably like 800 to 1 now. Like shit getting ratio. The ratio was wicked. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker getting trounced. Like, why would you pin this? Like, I get not deleting it. You know what I'm saying? But pinning it is you was a motherfucker. You was a bold motherfucker for that.
What's good, Shannon?
What's up? Yeah, this dude trash. I'm gonna watch my language. I only came up for 20 seconds. I blame you,
What?
This all on.
I hate when niggas blame me for shit. I don't be doing nothing. I be minding my own business. I get blamed for everything on this motherfucking app. What I do now?
Every time. Remember the last conversation you had, and you exposed this man that he's really not smart. He's been fishing for content ever since, bro. Because you put him on blast, and he was losing against that algorithm. So now he was fishing, and instead of going viral for anything else, he decided to go viral about somebody's clothes, bro. I put this all on you, man. We gotta leave some men alone.
What? But how that's? No, I'm joking. What I do? I gotta call him out though. Like, goddamn.
On the real, I'm joking.
I know.
Like this dude, yeah, he predator, man. But me, not to be. I ain't trying to be controversial right now, but I think most men are predators.
Oh, 100%, for sure.
In a different sense.
Yeah, in different ways, but in every
Yeah. But I'm going to drop.
No, you good. Hey, speaking of that, I just like to Shannon's point, I told the story, but like I'll tell y'all what happened earlier. I was talking to this dude. I went somewhere or whatever earlier today, and I was talking to this dude, and it was a dude I work with. I know him personally. And he said, he started telling me this story. He was telling me the story about how he like was trying to talk to this, or he had saw this lady. He started talking to her. It was a male lady, right? So he started talking to the male woman, right? And he said he was like, yeah, I got her number. We were talking, and he was calling her all B words and shit the whole time. But in the middle of it, he was like, you know, I was just trying to fuck anyway. Like that, right? That's what he said. And I was like, okay, I'm listening to him. And then he said that they ended up not talking for a while. She ghosted him. Then he got back in contact with her. And when she responded back, she said, Zell me $100 if you want to talk to me. That's what she said. Zell me $100 if you want to talk to me. And he's livid. He like, this bitch, can you believe it? And I'm sitting there and I said, wait. So you're mad because she just clocked the fact that you just wanted to hit and then just said, give her some money? Like, I was like so confused. And then his response to me, I swear to God, he said, he started to respond and then he stopped mid-sentence and said, oh, I forgot who I was talking to. And I was like, yeah, and like, thank you.
So she can't open her legs, her pocketbook, but you can't open yours.
Yeah. And that was, and then he said that, and here go the funniest part. He said, after he, you know, they had stopped talking or whatever, he saw her again because she a male woman. Obviously, he's, you know, she there every day. And he ran into her again and he was like, hey, can I ask you a question? And she said, no, direct all questions and complaints to the Department of Parcel Services with you.
She should.
Nigga, I damn near fainted when he told me that shit. I was laughing so hard. I was like, got him. I said, nigga, you was harassing a federal worker. Nigga, what the fuck? Leave that woman alone. She was at work. But yeah, the man, that man is, he admitted to being a predator. He just said it like casually. Yeah, all I wanted to do was fuck. Nigga, that's predatory.
Yeah.
You were masking?
Completely different identity in order to get. And that's what I keep. Well, I don't keep asking. I used to ask it when I was a little bit younger. I feel like it's insane to assume a whole new identity to try to get some cat or something like that. Like stuff like that, just or the being mad because look, man, the whole thing is just BS to me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. If you niggas be death.
One of the things that I realized in this same week, even though the interview, if I'm not mistaken, was from last week or something like that, is there are so many of us as men who feel so entitled to the mere attention of women. That there are men claiming that they're no longer going to be a Doechii fan because she said dating a straight man is a red flag. It's like, wait, first of all,
they never were.
I don't know why you thought you had a chance anyway. But second of all, if you don't understand the nuance of even what she's saying there, then I can't have that conversation with you either.
But they never were Doechii fans, though.
Never. You're telling us in your response that you never was. that's essentially what you're telling us. So you're telling us that just because she's not interested in your type, in your archetype, that, oh, nah, I can't play that music anymore.
Mm-hmm. But them same niggas listening to R. Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Look, see, come on.
Them same niggas listening to Chris Brown. Them same niggas listening to Trey Songz.
Mixtape from prison or whatever.
They still talking about free Tory. But they out here talking about what? She just stated the obvious. Clutching my pearls.
That's what I don't understand. Why can't we as women save an elephant in the room if y'all your whole lives teach your daughters that, like, hey, this is how I got to teach my daughter how to move whenever she becomes of age, blah, blah, blah. Like, but if we say it, now I'm the bad guy? No, this is...
Hey, but that's what was so crazy about the story that I was saying too, was he was masking. She was honest, but she was the villain. I was like, nigga, she came right out and said what it was. She came right out and said what it was. You was masking. She was honest, but she's the bad guy. Like, y'all don't want women to tell you. Y'all don't want women to tell us the truth. You don't. Stop saying these women be lying to them, and they really don't. I've been telling men that shit. I've been like, bro, women don't have to lie to us. Women can tell you straight up, give me $100 to talk to me, and you will be mad opening up your wallet the whole time. Here. Yeah, because you know somebody else will. Exactly.
It's as simple as that.
These two situations together reminded me of something in the book I'm reading right now. I'm reading Bell Hooks' The Will to Change. And in there she says patriarchy promotes insanity. It is at the root of the psychological ills troubling men in our nation. And if you can't even get to the point to where you break it down patriarchy, you're already in the insanity. You're in the insanity.
Within itself, psychosis. That white supremacy is psychosis.
Let's go ahead.
If you don't even begin to acknowledge patriarchy and then break down patriarchy, you are in the insanity before you even know it. You are existing in the insanity without knowing that you're in it. Okay, we got the homie here. That's what's up.
What's that? What do you want me to help with?
The little homie just coming in there for some attention. Like, hey, bro.
You need help?
What it is? I'm in here. I ain't mad at it.
What is it? No. You're trying to use my phone? Okay, come on. Let's go see mommy's phone. Not my phone. Let's go get mommy's phone.
That's all right. The first step of whatever is admittance. Admitting you kind of crazy.
Absolutely.
Oh, you might have been wrong about some ideas. Racist.
Of the two books that I'm trying to finish right now, that's been the one that I've been trying to recommend the brothers the most. And again, just so that people understand that completely, is The Will to Change. Men, Masculinity, and Love is by Bell Hooks. So trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it for everybody, but I would love for more of my brothers to get into it. I would also just love for more of my brothers to read. We are in an epidemic.
Club, if anybody wants to join,
hey, look at that.
Me and me, I will add you to the chat. It's virtual, but we do meet monthly. Last month we read A Black Woman's Anthology. Amazing. This month we're reading Black Radicals and the Buddhist Thought, or something. It's something like that.
You're getting into Buddhism.
Yes, sir. We meet twice a month. Jump in anytime if anyone wants. Just DM me. I know the address.
I like that, man. Y'all get on this. The other one I'm reading is The Lessons of the Ubuntu. And that one is by, what is that brother's name? what is this thing? It's probably the last time I looked at it is something I can't pronounce. Just look up the lessons of the Ubuntu. Mark Mahabane, probably. But the Ubuntu philosophy is a South African philosophy about interconnectedness. The ideal of I am because you are. It's about being able to see you in the people that you're in community with. Because if you're able to see them as human, you're able to see yourself as human and be able to appreciate each other in that way. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're having conversations like the one that KF sparked, is because you can't see a woman as a basic human being with clothing on without thinking about something heinous. You're not even acknowledging her as a human because you don't look at your homies that way. If your homie came out with the short shorts that show the thighs, if he came out with a crop top, you probably joke on it, but you wouldn't think of anything heinous. So if you're able to see your brothers, you're able to see your homies as humans, then extend that same basic right, that basic understanding to women.
Right. But they won't.
Hi. Precious smile. Yeah. But I think a big part of the reason is they do not humanize us. They don't see us as human. They don't even believe the work that we have put in historically is even work. So I don't know, just one step at a time.
Yes.
I think people, to bring up like the guy in the background, I think people like that. I saw someone make a video saying, like, this is how they join these group chats and make these mass groups of men that are just like targeting women. She was like, basically, this is like a bat signal. So they'll do stuff like this, and then one another, they, team up.
Makes sense.
And I was like, yeah. That
unfortunately makes sense.
Something like that. That makes you look like a weirdo. I don't
yes. And the fact that it makes you look, first you're starting as the weirdo, but then it gets dangerous when you can't even see the harms and what it is that you're saying here. Because not only does it make you dangerous to harbor those thoughts, but you're speaking to people who are likely more dangerous than you already on this very topic.
Just sharing ideologies.
Yeah, and like you said, it is a bit of a bad signal. Like, let us not forget, a couple months ago, we found out about that massive group chat of men who are not just single men; these are married men too, talking about abusing women and kids, by the way.
Right.
So yes, this is 100% a bad signal.
It's a bad and a bad signal. Say it again. What was that?
Oh no, I was just saying that. I was just agreeing that it's a bat signal.
No, she was talking, and then it cut out. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. You're on mute. Oh.
Could you tell me?
Yeah, I don't think she knows. She probably got a call. All right. What's good, Mother Teresa?
Every single intricate detail of a skyscraper he has seen only once. They call him a living.
Also, I'm gonna have to get ready to go in like 20 minutes, but
okay. Thanks, Mother Teresa, what are you doing?
Okay, what about me? How do you have to stick ticks if it's made up? It says unreported.
What?
How do you have statistics if it's unreported? Does it admitting to their statistics are made up?
No.
Well, if it is unreported, it's because of a report because it's done by a woman.
What?
How do you have statistics if it's unreported? By definition, your teacher knows about statistics.
How do we have these statistics if it's underreported?
You made it up. That's how.
Personal testimony. You can ask a woman.
No, that's not how they did it.
False reporting?
It's not false reporting.
How do you know that?
Because they did a study. That's the point.
How was the study? How was the study done? By asking?
Yeah.
So, in such a reasoning, what do you believe that they said? How was their conclusions?
Yeah. Do you know how studies work?
Yeah, you have to ask people.
Some studies you just ask people. Some studies you actually get data.
I verify them. I look at studies. Like, care about men marry older. They don't live longer. They just marry older. And it's really on record. And on average, they're often several times.
What are you talking about? Wait, what do you? I don't care about any of that. What is your point?
You don't care about facts. You can't say one of your lies. When you're too embarrassed by facts, you lie. You said that yourself.
No, I've never said that.
About all the inbreeding in your community. That's why you need so many doctor's appointments. Because all the inbreeding in your community that you're too embarrassed about, so you lie about it. You said it yourself.
What?
You said on your live. You said you lie when you get too embarrassed. And you've been keeping track of your life.
Oh, I know you've been stalking me.
It sounds a little bit like a stalker.
Oh, he's not a little bit of a stalker. This dude has mental issues. But he just, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what his point is.
So I can tell him how it is. I think what he's asking is how are the statistics concluded for underreported or unreported? And the way it's done is to estimate those numbers of unreported cases. What researchers do is they rely on anonymous surveys and self-reported studies. If you want more of this information, you can look at things like the National Crime Victimization Survey, or campus climate surveys, or nonprofit advocacy groups. I don't think you actually care about these things. These things should scare you.
What up, Jordan Jackson? Hey.
I don't know why that just triggered me for some reason. Like,
what part?
What the person was saying about people lying about falsely reporting or something like that. Because I didn't come forward with my situation. I was only 12 at the time when it happened. I didn't come forward. And I was touched as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never came forward about it until close to 13 because I was scared what was going to happen to me because the person told me if I was to tell, they was going to take me out. So, never told my family that part, but that time, that's why it triggered me because I never came forward about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to come up here and say that because I think people who don't report it are scared because they were told things or they just scared in general to what might happen to them. So that person, yeah, nah, I'm gonna drop because I feel some words about to come out that
no, you're good. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's messed up. I think what the person, Mother Teresa, it's such that you feel like you have to hide behind a fake profile. If you want to know how this stuff is done, the comparison of reported versus survey data, there's a lot of researchers who compare self-reported cases with official police reports to estimate the percentage of cases that go unreported. There's also patterns and predictive models that's based on previous trends. And from there, the studies estimate underreporting by considering factors like stigma, factors like fear of retaliation, factors like distrust of law enforcement, all of these things. There's also longitudinal studies. I always mess up on the word. You forget
longitudinal.
There we go.
Yeah.
Where there's research that follows the same population over time to track reporting behaviors and discourse trends, things of that nature.
What about all the women and children that get raped and don't even know that they got raped?
And you know, what's interesting about that is in that exhibit, what were you wearing? Some of the stories underneath the clothing was, I didn't know until I was an adult that this was happening to me. So again, I hate that I have to call you Mother Teresa, but it's the only name you gave us. I actually looked this stuff up instead of just being angry about the numbers. Be angry about the actions that are occurring.
Yeah. I don't think his thing is against the numbers. He just says whatever I'm talking about, he just says the opposite of it because he's a nut.
I got you.
Yeah. You see what he was saying? He just come up here and just say a bunch of like random shit. You don't like facts. I mean, I do. They just don't have anything to do with what we're talking about right now. So, what up, Amanda?
Hi, Pub. Thanks for having me up.
No problem.
I think that men protect predators because they get, how do I say this? So I'm in a lot of lives about consent, specifically how coercion is SA. And it shouldn't be it should be amazing to me how many guys come up there and say, like, well, you know, how long do I have to wait after asking her and she says no? How long do I wait before I ask her again and it's not harassment? Or like, you know, oh, so you're saying if she changes her mind, that's not coercion, all sorts of stuff. And I think it's because men realize, maybe deep down, that they have behaved in this way. And it's a really tough thing to confront, that you may be that quote unquote bad person that you say that you're not, that you say that you're protecting women from. Like there's some kind of like, you know, black and white dichotomy between good men and bad men. There's not. There's shades of gray all over the place.
Yeah, it's some definite, like, you on that end of the spectrum, but it seems to be like you're either gray or you're, you know what I mean, or you're darker than, you know what I mean, like, but you're definitely like on the spectrum for the vast majority of men. Like, that's just the reality. There are very few men that I've encountered. Like, there are very few men that understand consent like Jay understands consent. There are very few men that can even have these conversations. You can see they don't even come around when we have these conversations, right? And when they do come around, they lie. And they say stuff like, what about women? They talk about, look what women are doing. Look at, like, every single time. It's crazy. So men aren't interested in actually understanding like what's going on, because if they do, then they have to change. That's what I get from it for the most part. I'm like, oh, they just don't want to. Once they know, once, you know what I'm saying, if you knew better, you do better, right? That's the reality.
Yeah, exactly. It's also really tough to take accountability for yourself when you have, like, when you look back on your own past actions and you're like, well, I've done something like that, but I know, but it can't be bad because I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
And I can't do bad things.
Yeah. And that's, to me, the people who are like that the most are the people that aren't interested in growing, though. It's the same people, because, like, damn, I didn't even, you know what I'm saying, you did something you didn't even know. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, yeah, it was messed up, but you also didn't know. You weren't like consciously doing that. Now you know, now you can grow from it, right? You shouldn't be embarrassed by it. You should just take ownership of it and be like, no, I did that, and that was messed up. And oh damn, I didn't even, you know, at the time, I did not even think about it like that. Or why did I think, like, you know, whatever, have that tough conversation with yourself and then grow from it. But instead, it's like you said, they would rather just suppress it and be like, no, I didn't do that. I ain't that bad. I mean,
right.
You know, she didn't kick me off for her. So
I think you and Amanda alluded to it, the fact that if more of us learned what it was in detail, that it would make us uncomfortable, partly because a lot of us have done it to one degree or another, especially coercion.
Yeah.
Coercion is the number one.
Yep.
But I think back to the actor Nate Parker and what his case was. And I remember when the case details came out, and I remember so many men being surprised, like, what do you mean he raped her? I'm not going to talk about it because it's heavy, but if you're interested in it, it's one of them things that when you look up that during the time when the details came out, it was a lot of men like, nah, that ain't it. And I understood immediately the reason why you wanted to believe that that's not it is because
you did it.
You know you've done that. And then you have to sit with the fact that you've done that. Now you're scared that you may have to be held accountable for that. So, no, I think it's one, a lot of us don't understand, and two, more of us don't want to understand.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a trip. What up, Allie?
Hey y'all, I know this is a heavy conversation, so I wanted to just come up here and kind of break up, the down feeling that a lot of us unfortunately experience this. So I'm just gonna turn my camera on and do this shameless plug real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my camera around. If y'all don't know that Pub does have his book.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Last year. It is called A Tale of Consent and Respect. Him and his wife actually made this book. It's really cute, and I kind of go over it from time to time with my own daughter, who is 5 years old. She'll be going into school next year, so she definitely needs to know that. But the reason why I'm bringing the book up is, I think on page, 4 through 6 is talking about consent specifically. And here's where a lot of people get mixed up, more specifically men. There's 2 people in the book, and their names is Tim and Sue. So those are the 2 little kids right here. And on page 4, it says he asked her to join to play and to share, but Sue kindly declined with a smile so fair, right? And in the next, I think on the next page, it talked about how Tim felt kind of sad and he was trying to process his feelings or whatever. But I think a lot of times, in order for us to understand what consent is and what it looks like, you need to first be able to look at the opposite party as a human being. You need to recognize that this is a person who has their own minds, their own thoughts and opinions and beliefs, and they have their own autonomy, and they get the right to say what's okay and what's not okay, even if it doesn't align with what your okay is, right? So I wanted to go online to get the actual definition of what consent is. In Oxford Languages defines consent as permission for something to happen or an agreement to do something. Y'all gotta stop trying to tell people that they can't wear mini skirts. Y'all gotta stop telling people they can't wear skimpy clothes. Y'all gotta stop trying to police women's bodies because you don't believe that they get the right to do those things. You don't get to do that. You do not.
Yep.
Because when these white tee police officers tell you that you don't get the right to wear hoodies or you'll be labeled as a hoodlum, you're in your feelings. You feel some type of way.
Pull up your pants. You know what's crazy about that too, Allie? That they said, what they say early, even in the video, Kev was like, basically he was like, I wouldn't talk to men because men are men, right? The craziest thing is you guys think it's easier. Listen to the logic here. You think it's easier to convince women to not dress provocatively. I live in Southern California. You're talking about the whole state of Florida. You're talking about all these warm ass places. You're talking about all of the South in the summertime when pretty much you got to be naked. You got to be pretty naked for 4-5 months out the year, depending on where you at. And Cali is 9 months out the year. But you pretty much got to be naked in the South to survive. And you are saying that it's easier to convince women to not dress like that than it is to get men to not grape.
Yeah.
I would think, this could just be me, I would think it would be easier to get a man to not grape. I would think, right? Based on that logic, I'm saying, because one of there are so many repercussions, and there's a violence involved, and a threat is that everything is bad for the person that grapes. You know what I mean? And for the person that grapes, that gets grape. But I'm saying, just thinking about trying to convince a person that's graping, I'm saying there's risk involved, and there's immense amount of risk. It's bad. It's bad for you. You're gonna feel bad. All these ways you can convince a person to not do it, right? But you would rather, because it's hard to convince a woman to not dress a certain way when it's hot as fuck outside. It's hard to convince a woman to not dress a certain way when, to go out to dinner on a dinner. That's actually, I know this is what I'm saying. In my mind, that's harder to do. It's harder to convince people because it's like, why can't I do like just wearing clothes? What do you mean? You see what I'm saying? Also, what is considered to be provocative varies from person to person. But grape is grape.
Right, across the board.
Grape is grape. Like
when somebody tells you no, that means no. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck? Grape is grape. Like that's easily definable. We know what it is. Boom. Let's go. Don't cross that line. Done. What's so we're gonna create a dress code like we did in high school. Don't wear shorts more than 2 inches above your knees. Don't wear spaghetti straps. Don't wear like is that what we're doing? Like that's weird. Like
but public, it doesn't matter because the graping is even happening to women who are fully clothed. So
no, I know. I'm saying, you know me. I love to be like, cool, you got it, right? Like even just based on what you're saying, let's try to make it make sense. Based on what you're saying, let's make it make sense, right? And it still don't make no fucking sense.
I really think the problem is that men respect other men's autonomy and independence too much to tell them what to do. They don't respect women's autonomy and independence.
I disagree.
You don't think so?
I did. The reason why I say that, Amanda, is because men disrespect men all the time.
Yeah, he made a video where he was trying to compare it to getting robbed, which was
by other men. Exactly. Like men aren't. It's men don't respect men at all. Like that's not it. What I think ultimately it is men, I think it's two things. I think there's a group of men who don't grape, right? Which I know are most men. I don't think most men grape, right? Let's be real. Most men don't grape, but they need the grapey men to exist or the image, or the threat of grapey men to exist so that they can manipulate women.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the group of men that actually grape. So it's like either way, you know what I mean? It's like, I think those are pretty much the two.
The ones that are further along down on the spectrum.
So they can go look.
Less,
like. You want me or you want him?
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of us know the bar is very low for us to be
an acceptable man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all men are creepy. Like all men are creepy compared to women. All men, look, Jay, me, you, all men are creepy compared to women. All men are creepy compared to all men are creepy. All men are creepy.
Absolutely. And I know that. And especially I know what I look like in public. Look, I'm 6'1", dark-skinned man, full hair. Big. I know what I look like to most of society.
Yep. So
if it's just me and this other lady in this area, we walk into the parking lot, man, I'm gonna make all the distance I can.
Oh, I'm a weird. Hey, I make people uncomfortable with how I be moving. Like I walk all the way, and I walk fast too. Like I walk fast. Like I walk fast. Even if you walk, like I walk fast as fuck. Even if you taller than me, I walk fast as fuck. So I walk. I'm going all the way out the way just to be like, yeah, you ain't even got to worry about me. Let me get around you, and then we good. Like.
I realize we're walking in the same direction. I'm not.
I'm either slowing down. Like I'm letting you get your distance, or I'm like, and then I'm mobbing. Like that's it.
So the last thing I wanted to say is I think it's interesting how the example they always go to is being robbed. And I wanted to point this out to somebody in my comments yesterday because it was a man in the comments who tried to make that point. And I wanted to ask him, I wanted to be able to talk to him rather than just in the comment sections. I wanted to ask, do you believe everybody who's robbed have some type of big, shiny luxury thing?
Yes.
That the robber is looking
for? No, they know they don't, though. They just say stupid shit like that, though. They know that's not true. This nigga go get robbed in his bucket.
And my final point to him was this. Predators are predators. They're gonna be predators. If a person wants to rob you, they're gonna rob
It's about for predators, it's about opportunity.
That's it.
That's it. If the opportunity arises, they gonna take it. I saw that video. I don't know if y'all saw that video of that dude who punched the shit out that white boy in the back of the store. Like he was like he was looking at cell phones, like in like it looked like Best Buy or something. And he was like looking at, and he came from behind, knocked the old boy on it, like knocked his ass out and took his phone. in the store. I'm like, all this shit in the store, but he just saw an opportunity.
Right.
I don't think he planned it out. I think he literally just like, oh shit, and he snuck him and took his phone.
Right. And look, because this dude was trying to make the argument that is attractive women. Then he was like, bro, I need you. I learned this in the comments. I need you to keep talking so that people can see you. So that they can go to your profile, so that they can see your picture, so that they can remember your name. So they know, oh, no, that nigga, nope. We're not talking to him. Because if you wanted to simplify it to that, you are ignoring the vast majority of how much assault is happening. That exhibit represents 1.3 billion survivors worldwide. And you want to simplify it to a woman being attractive, and that's why the man, look, man,
hey,
y'all got to cut it out.
I'm going to tell you something, and I want BBG to go. I'm going to say something. More little girls and little boys in onesies and diapers and shit like that have been great than women in like cocktail dresses.
Unfortunate fact.
Without a doubt. Like the number one thing women getting raped in is jeans, t-shirts, sweaters, uniforms, military uniform. Like that's the shit women getting raped in. They not like I'm not saying rarely, but like they're not really getting raped in like the after 10 attire as much as people think it is. Pajamas, yeah. Like let's be for real. Moo-moos.
I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, Jay, appreciate you. Moo-moos and shit. Go ahead, BBG. Oh, tonight just said, why are I attractive if I can't have you? Me. Go ahead. Oh, hold on. Shock said, it doesn't even have to be that complicated. Were you great? Yes or no? If yes, did you report it? Easy. Exactly. He was trying to act like it's all deep. Like, how do you know that they're telling the truth? Like, why would they lie? Why would they lie about that? Shock said, unreported essay, a simple survey question. If yes to assault, did you report it? Apologies to the chat if my comment was not clear. No, I understood what you were saying. But yeah, that's crazy. That's exactly what it is. All right, go ahead, BBG.
I think it's like we said yesterday, I think it's virtue signaling. Most of it is asserting dominance. There's no point in even having these kinds of debates. Like, and I think we've seen I won't say more of them the last couple of days, but I for sure can say that I know of 3 that I have seen from separate people who have had these kind of prompts where they talk about, how the onus is on women for their own grade. Like, and it's weird. The one about the wife, this one, and then he made a follow-up video, which was weirder than the first video.
Hey, the follow-up video was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Like, doubling down on that is absolutely
he in Detroit. He in your neck of the woods. You gonna have to find him. You have to find him, please, because
no, for sure. Detroit niggas are dumb without any. They're dumb with rigor, like for sure. Like it's almost like they take a level of pride in being just like
vigorously dumb,
stupid. Like they enjoy it, and I think that it's one of those things where men do this in order to see, okay, who will challenge me? And when they go unchallenged, as far as, they say these things, there aren't any real repercussions for it, especially from other men, then they take that as a way to go a little bit further. Like we said, you have a follow-up video from the first video that was already wrong. You know why it is that people feel the type of way about that video. And in the same way, it's not to say that this is the same as great, but it's the same mindset. It's the same ideal behind it. It's asserting a level of power and trying to see how far I can go before I go all the way. And it's predatory in that way because it's meant to trigger all the rest of us to go, oh, well, you're wrong because of this and this and this. And he's already heard this. Like, he already knows this. He's well aware of like what the process is. This is why even the question was worded in the way that it was. Like, he was asking specifically, if you notice, it says women, this is unanswered. Why is it that if you feel like you're so afraid of men, why are you wearing, clothes that would make you unsafe? The implication of the question lets you know that he understands that if men see women in a certain light, that they're automatically a subset of men who will do graping. Like, if you so scared
If you so scared, then why don't you do this? I mean, why don't you wear more clothing? Why don't you protect yourself more? Because that could be a form of protection. But in order for you to recognize and understand or accept that that's a form of protection, you would have to be acknowledging that you're protecting yourself from something. So I would have to be, it's just, how do I even put it? It's like having an alarm system. Like, I've accepted, once I've put an alarm in my house, that granted, I ain't gonna, every single day gonna be waking up, to somebody robbing me. However, I know that the possibility of somebody trying to break into my house or break into my car, that is there. Like, that's an ever-present looming thing. It's the same idea being pushed, that somehow you can protect yourself from these men, except the only thing that actually happens is like you associate this shame with the way that women dress, and that if women do, which most do, let's be honest, all right, to be clear, most women truly don't even dress like men would lead themselves to believe they do. Like, let's be honest, we like being comfortable, okay?
Women be dressing
so often,
and men be like, "Oh, she look good, therefore she must be trying to arouse me." I'm like, nigga, she just.
I don't notice any other women because they're creeps.
They don't notice any other women dressed any other kind of way because they know that the moment that they see her like that, they feel like it's a trigger for them, and they think that somehow we are signaling them. When I like that Jay said it earlier, truth be told, we dress for other women.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
I believe that 100%. Yeah.
For other women. Because women will compliment things on you that is not like sexually based, but it's way more like, wow, I really think that you look beautiful because of how you did your makeup, A, B, C, D, whatever. But I think that for a lot of dudes, the reason why they do things like this is because of the fact that they know once they associate that shame with it, that even the women who do comply will still be too ashamed to come forward because they will feel like somehow they have broken the rules. Like if you think about women who are in these countries, including America, where they have to dress a specific way in order to quote unquote gain respect, those women still experience rape and assault. But the only thing that happens is those women are put on trial. The men who doing it ain't put on trial. Those women are put on trial, sometimes even to the point of unalivement. So it's to create a system of shame so that you can consistently blame the victim and or fearmonger them out of ever coming forward. So he definitely, he's sending out the whistle for his little homeboys to let them know, like, hey, the freaks come out at night and sometimes in the day. So, y'all can come on out. We outside.
Remember
in our car.
50 Cent had a song called How to Rob. This nigga made a video about how to grape. But it reminded me when you was talking about that, BBG, that y'all remember that video of that dude who ran up behind old girl when she had her towel wrapped around her, she was coming back from the pool. White dude, and it was a black woman. They was like in a hotel. And he just ran up behind her and grabbed her, and she started screaming like real loud. Everybody started coming, and he let her go, and everybody started like, that's what I like. It's like you can't, like, you look, man. She was at the pool. What you wanted to swim in? A sweatsuit, nigga? Some Nike Tech? She was at the pool swimming. She was walking back to her hotel room all by herself, minding her fucking business, and this weirdo like crept up on her like a cat on a fucking bird on a perch, and then grabbed her from the back. If she wouldn't have screamed like that, you know what I'm saying? Lord knows what would have happened to her. I'm glad she didn't freeze. I wish I could have heard the audio too, because I know she was screaming loud than a motherfucker. And like 4 or 5 people came out their rooms. And but like what is it? Can women not ever dress like that? You know what I mean? Like, is there no acceptable time? Like, what are we talking about here? That's what I'm saying.
At a hotel that happened? I didn't see that video.
Oh yeah, you got. If I find it, I'll send it to y'all. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Remember, I said that yesterday. The whole, even what Dochi said when we were talking about it yesterday was very true, because a lot of what masculinity is what you can either blame other people for, or how you can victimize people in a new way. And like, you have to keep adding to the list of reasons why you are able to victimize. You can't take something off the list or revise it. You have to consistently keep talking about ways that you can victimize people. And I think that's the part that makes it like most sad, is that every time, especially as a woman, there have been so many points in my life where the list just goes on and on and on. I mean, literally from the time that I was a very, very little girl. I remember being in church and people having a conversation with us. And I probably was maybe, I think I was 10. I remember them having that conversation because there was a deacon at our church who, I don't know if he ever actually did anything to anybody, but for sure they had a conversation with us, like pulled us to the side and was like, don't you ever be any place alone with him. Don't go to the kitchen with him. Don't go. If you go to the bathroom, make sure that somebody goes with you. If you at Bible study, make sure that you are never, ever, ever alone with him. And it was so funny. Well, it's not funny, but it was so funny to me that all of these adults like were fully aware and like had a conversation with us consistently to let us know, like, hey, don't ever be alone with him. But nobody ever thought like maybe this man should not be welcome at this church.
That should have been that's how you solve the problem, but we're not interested in solving these problems. That's so weird.
That's how deep the cult is. Like my aunt was just telling me, and my aunt is in her 50s, and she was telling me how there was this guy in the congregation who basically groped her. And he like basically like tried to do it in a slick way. Like she was holding a baby and he tried to like reach out for the baby, but still kind of like grope her a little bit to get the baby. Mm-hmm. And then it came out like maybe a year or two later that he actually like essayed somebody, but they didn't do anything. Like they like, I guess if you want to call it, ostracize him, but he was still welcome to come back into the congregation to attend like the services. And he stayed in there for years and years up until he unalived, like 10 years ago. And like they knew that this man, and he only targeted children.
Of course.
The teen kids were his fave. And it's like, y'all would rather protect him and allow him to do sermons and to like, you know, teach the congregation, but y'all don't want to put this man outside these doors. Like he needs to be under the jail. Families too.
Mimani said, let's not forget the booty grab game in elementary. I never played that game, but I know it existed though. They be playing that game at your school?
Look at Lennox's face.
Do little boys be grabbing little girls and stuff?
No.
Nice.
I know that's right. No, they play 20-25 kids.
Nice.
When I was in the 4th grade, a boy tried that, and I think I've told this story before. But a boy, when I was in the 4th grade, did that, and we was at recess, and he walked up to me. Somebody in our class bet him to, you know, grab my butt or whatever, and he did it. And I remember coming back to class and like walking up to his desk, and I was like, for the rest of the week, I'm going to be hiding in your bushes, and I may not do something the first day, I may not do something the second day, but one of those days, I'm gonna climb in your window and I'm gonna get you. And he was at the desk like, and he was like, I'm sorry. They gave me $1 to do it. He was like so shook. And like every time I would see him, I was like, did you see me last night? And in theory, I guess maybe I was a little bit of a psychopath as a small child. Now that I think about it. But because that's really weird for a 4th grader, now that I think about it. But nevertheless, he did try that game. And hopefully that changed his life. I hope $1 was a lot in the 90s. Yeah, that's true.
That was a lot. Hell yeah.
PPG, are you still waiting outside in his bushes?
A little bit.
If he asks me, I'll tell him yeah.
Still waiting on you.
But yeah, sometimes I feel like a lot of it starts when we are children. And I keep saying this over and over. You got to watch these young kids and these cousins. These cousins be hunching on one another under a tent in the closet. I have discovered too many kids, especially when I was little, being hunched on. And I swear that's where it begins.
I believe it.
Punching people.
Hunching?
No, I said punching.
Punching? No, hunching.
I do not really know what that means.
Good.
You know what? I'm screaming. Good for you. Good for you.
You don't need to know what that means right now.
BPG, I see your deacon, Allie. I see your Sunday school teacher, and I raised your whole pastor that was a registered SMEX offender, and they made the kids go into the building across the street for Children's Church to honor he can't be in so many feet of children. So they didn't even remove him as a pastor. What? To this day, unless that bitch is unalive, he's still preaching. Gilliard, last name Gilliard, church in Jacksonville, Shiloh.
Hey, I got one better for you. I got one better for you, but I'm not gonna share it on live. I'm gonna throw it in the chat.
I know BBG got all the juicy church gossip.
No, we need to
I know for a fact BBG got all the juicy church gossip on deck. Y'all want to know something juicy about the church? She know that shit. She be like,
I was with my big mama all the time. I was one of those kids that could. Y'all see, I do it now. I can be very, very quiet in a room. Like I can be very quiet. And as a kid, I did the same exact thing.
Blending in.
I always knew what was going on because I was one of those kids. I didn't need to say anything. I could just stand in the corner, and the adults would just talk and talk and talk. And eventually, somebody would like look around the room, and they'd be like, "Girl, go get out of here, go in."
But you done heard the whole plot and plan on these niggas. You done got 82% of the gossip locked in. They done spilled the tea. Dummies. Yeah, I was never that nigga. I was if I was in the room, they knew I was in that motherfucker. I was dancing the shit. Like Eddie Murphy in Raw.
It was a little kid. They say, "Baby, come do that new little dance."
Tell me that joke, baby. Way down in the jungle deep, a lion stepped on a signified monkey's feet. I'll be in that motherfucker reenacted Dolomite too. Oh my God, man. Shit, man. Hey, when you been black your whole life, you never. That shit is an experience. Let me tell y'all that the little for you don't know. If you ain't, it's an experience being black. That's all I'm gonna tell you. The shit you experienced growing up is different. I don't know about what it's like in nobody else's household. That shit was crazy. We used to be dancing to we had whole steps to the Jackson 5 album record. Not no tape, nigga, the record. We had to put that motherfucker on with the static and everything. We be in there doing this shit. A, B, C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
We had tapes, baby.
Y'all, you younger than me. You was in there talking about. Just look over your shoulders, honey. Oh!
Tapes and CDs, and I do recall a dance routine with me and my cousins where it was to Destiny's Child, Nasty Girl, and we made my sister be the Nasty Girl. So we made her go put on booty shorts and switch up and down.
Why would you tell your
Nasty Girl? Because there's only 4 people in Destiny's Child, and we ran out of members, so you got to be the Nasty Girl.
So you had your cousin dressing provocatively. Why would you do that?
That was my sister, yeah.
Oh, your sister. Why would you have her do that when it's unsafe?
She had to do what I told her.
But then you put her in harm's way for the men's. You were setting her up. According to Kev, you were setting her up. Why would you do that to her?
He probably was one of the weirdo little boys walking down the street. I'm pretty sure he's from the east side. I'm pretty sure he is from the east side.
I didn't know. BBG, I didn't know where he was from until that day you was in the live and you was like, oh yeah, this nigga from Detroit. I was screaming. I was like, wait, why BBG know all the niggas from Detroit?
I'm telling you, I know somebody that knows him, but we won't go there.
She said that about him and about Ski. She clocked both of them niggas.
Small town for real. There's no such thing as like somebody not knowing it. But honestly, that's why, truthfully, I come online and I'm my authentic self. Now it's stuff that people don't know about me
because duh, we online. Like, I'm not about to tell all my business, but it's not a secret. Like, there's no such thing as a secret in Detroit. If people see you, they absolutely know exactly who you are.
What happened to you tonight? Oh, that's weird. I don't know what that is.
So what was the end game with this video? Like, what was the point that he was trying to convey outside of victim blaming? Like,
I'm telling you what be happening is they I'm guessing. This is what I'm guessing happened. I'm guessing, hold on, I'm about to bring Nigel up. I don't know why it's not letting me bring her up though. I'm guessing, okay, I had too many people. That was weird though. I didn't have too many people. I'm guessing what happened was he was in one of his lives and somebody said some shit and he thought, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make that into a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna talk about that. And then he talked about it and it was stupid. And he didn't actually want an answer because everybody gave him an answer and he still ain't listened to the answer. So it is what it is.
But him and men like him, because I scrolled past a live the other night, it was an old head that was saying these women know what they be doing when they dress a certain way, they look a certain way, they know what kind of attention they trying to attract. Because in their mind, they are convinced that women are doing things for the male gaze. Women are dressing a certain way, doing their hair a certain way, simply for the male gaze. So, like, to hear an old head say it, it's literally like I tell y'all all the time. When the men do be around them little boys, all they doing is passing down that misogyny like infinity stones, okay? They is not instilling no good values. They're not instilling, empathy. They're not trying to teach them the importance of monogamy and how to respect your woman and love your woman and how to respect kids and blah, blah. Like, they not teaching them that.
Not at all.
They teaching them, if you see a girl and she do like this, kind of with her her leg like this, that means she wants you. So go over there and talk to her. Or if she look at you a little bit too long, that means she wants you. Go over there and talk to her. Like, they telling them all the wrong shit. And that's why you see more and more little boys who don't understand consent.
Yep.
Who think they can just walk up and say whatever, do whatever.
Yeah. Let Nigel go real quick. Go ahead, Nigel.
All right, like I said, hey y'all. Also, this is kind of dark. But when I was a teenager, there was a younger, like there's always just that one coach who he liked to blur the lines because he still feel like he kind of young. So he
like 35. He about 35.
Yeah. He used to talk to all the young girls. Okay, so this was around summertime. Basically the basketball team, the boys that were my age gave this coach my number, and he texted me. I didn't know who he was until after, but he texted me and said, I want you to wrap your legs around my face. I didn't know what the hell that meant at that age. I had no clue what the fuck that meant at that age. I never responded. Later on, I found out that the basketball team gave him my number. Yeah. They nasty. Niggas is nasty.
Why would you electronic these niggas be bold? That be the thing that be blowing me. Like, they really just be compulsive. Like, it gotta be. Cause like, nigga, what? A text message.
I'm telling you, when they predatory, they don't even think about it because
they don't think about consequences, huh?
A cop Snapchatted a 16-year-old girl and told her she pretty, he like her eyes, and he kept complimenting her and stuff. The daddy found a Snapchat and rolled up to the police station and outed his ass. Showed them the messages. When they're predatory, they are impulsive. They do not care. And then when they get caught, it's, oh my God, I would never harm a child.
I was just saying she had beautiful tits. What?
What?
That's how them niggas be. Hey, that's how them niggas be talking, man.
Now she's too young for a compliment. Great.
Oh yeah, I'm the bad guy.
I can't compliment little girls. Are you telling they're gonna be a heartbreaker with eyes like that?
I said she had bedroom eyes. I know she's 8.
Right.
Who doesn't want to be told they have bedroom eyes by a 52-year-old man?
All I said was that if I was younger.
All I said was if I was 50 years younger.
Not even 50. Just enough time for where where the girl is just old enough so he can slide in. If he waiting on it.
In my uncle case, if you weren't my niece, he didn't say that to me. It was another cousin, but yeah.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah. Y'all know this. You remember 8 years. Y'all know this. He done got us. Y'all know this. It's in the white hand.
Oh, it's in.
But no, this the singer K, who music I truly adore. He even said it in that video that he had with Beyonce, Happily Ever After. You know, she was like the star of the video.
She was like 17 though.
He said on what's the name of that with Charlamagne got the Breakfast Club, that they was like, were you waiting till she turned 18 to talk to her? And he kind of like alluded like, yeah, you know, she was young then, but I said that she would be bad once she turned 18. I'm like,
she ain't young no more, nigga.
Her age at that time.
And Case was like probably like 25, 26, something like. How old was he? I don't think he that much older because me and Beyonce the same age. So I don't think he was.
In his 50s.
Beyonce 44. Okay, she a year older than me. Okay, yeah. So he what?
Trying to act like you the same age as Beyonce. Like, I know Beyonce, we the same age.
No.
Was Beyonce not super young when she got with Jay-Z?
Yeah, she was.
Wasn't she? Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the story that Tanigel just said is so common. It's not even.
Yeah, Case 40. That's what I thought. I was like, he wasn't like. I thought he was like not like, you know, like that old back then. I remember him being, because he was an R&B dude. So I'm figuring back then he was in his 20s and he was on some like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait a year type shit. But nigga, you didn't have a chance with her anyway. Case always looked like an old nigga to me. He been looking the same age for a long time. Like for real, like he looked like the same, like he looked like the same, like he looked old back then. I thought he was in, that's why I was checking. I was like, was that nigga old or young? Because I thought the nigga was like 30 something back then, but he probably was like in his 20s. Yeah.
Okay, so Mellow Bell Publisher is okay. If he's 49 now, if she was 17 then, that probably means like
they 5 years apart, 6 years apart. Yeah, that was gross.
But that's what I'm saying. So that was still inappropriate.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And then waiting, I mean, and saying you was gonna wait is predatory. Like that's weird. Like, here's what I'm saying. You saw her, she's 17, you whatever. You think she fine, whatever. You keep it pushing, right? And then in the future, you spin the block or whatever, y'all link up sometime or fine. Shit could happen, whatever, right? She legal, she 19, 20. Fine. I ain't gonna even hold that. But like actually on some like, yeah, I'm about to, she's 17. I'm gonna wait till that's weird. Like, what are you doing? That's weird, bro.
You know, that means that if the age of consent was lower, then he wouldn't wait. That means that he's
he would have done it. Exactly. It was the law, not the morality. It was the law, not the morality. Yeah. You can't be. Yeah. They be on that type of time. What up, C Days? What's good with you?
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
I just wanted to say that predators, they definitely mask, and here's how. So I recently found out that someone from my old job got arrested for child pornography, and how they got caught was because they were exchanging USB drives in a local mall between him and another person. This continued for years, and the state actually did a sting investigation. They actually set one of them up by luring him in. And so his partner that was involved, they drove out to this rural area in northern Washington, because I live in Washington, and that's how they caught that guy. Caught was that thumb drive had his address on it. Now, this man, I would have never thought he would be a child predator. There's no way.
Why not?
He didn't. The flags just weren't there.
What flags?
I'm talking like he he was very nice. He had like a good.
You keep saying he was a man, right?
He was a man, but
oh, okay. That's a red flag. Y'all ain't listening to Dochi. Dochi ain't taught us nothing. She just taught us. That's a red flag.
What I'm saying is like the media likes to portray predators as being a particular type, right? But obviously in real life, they're not. They're very charismatic. They're very likable. People.
Jared from Subway made dozens of commercials and was a face known in every household in America.
Now, my coworker, I didn't really fuck with him because I found him to be very egregious and annoying at times. So I always knew something was off. But what really got me is when my coworker from that old job that told me, I asked him.
We can barely hear you. I can barely hear. Are you skating right now?
You climbing Mount Everest?
Yeah.
On that bike, ain't she?
That mother.
She pedaling.
That shit sounding wicked.
see they tapping the line.
Mr. Rogers. When was Mr. Rogers accused of doing anything?
It's when she fell in the bathtub. I ain't never heard nothing about Mr. Rogers. Y'all come here and let that man rest in peace now.
I ain't never heard nothing bad about Mr. Rogers. What are you talking about? If you gonna make them type of allegations, I'm gonna need some proof. Like for real. Mr. Rogers?
And Mr. Rogers come from good stock. That nigga said his mama used to hand knit his sweaters.
That's why his sweater game was so cold.
That is the nicest, sweetest thing you can do for somebody is make them a homemade zippered sweater.
I loved Mr. Rogers growing up, man. That was my shit. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Now, you gotta look at it now. He made cardigans tough, man.
Mr. Rogers, hey man, Mr. Rogers used to go in that little back room in that imaginary land with that damn train set, and then oh my God, I used to get so happy.
Y'all better not never get on here satirizing Mr. Rogers.
Never. Can't do it. Not that man's name.
I don't know, y'all. Y'all gotta look it up. You gotta look it up.
Nah, he already said he playing. He already said he was playing. I wouldn't put it past nobody, but damn, Mr. Rogers, I might not even want to know. I ain't gonna even hold you. I might not even want to know, even if y'all. Y'all keep that shit to yourself. You need to leave.
If he didn't wear the sweater, then it didn't really count.
For real.
That man had the calmest voice. Like, hello, boys and girls. You guys want to come to the land of make-believe?
And every time I'll be like, yeah, nigga, open up that door. Fuck you waiting on. You already know I'm trying to go back there.
That don't sound predatory to y'all.
Nah, man. You're not about to do that. See, you didn't watch him. You didn't watch him. I can tell. You didn't grow up with him. You didn't watch Mr. You too young. You didn't watch that, man. Nah, you didn't watch Mr. You would never talk about Mr. Rogers like that if you watched that man. You would never talk about that man like that.
Rachel wants some attention in the comments. Y'all muted Rachel. Right.
I didn't.
Racial self-defense.
Man, hey, PBS 8 with that one.
For real.
PBS 8 with Mr. Rogers. I don't know.
It was about consent.
Yes.
Yeah. Song like he says, "Would you be my? Could you be my? Won't you be my neighbor?" He never ever was like, "Hey, you better get over here and be my neighbor." Like,
be my motherfucking neighbor.
You gonna be my neighbor?
And he would always ask, "Did you want to go do something?" Everything was, "Do you want to go do this? Do you want to go? Do you want to play? Do you want to do? You want? Can we go talk to Mr. Such and Such?" Every time, Mr. Rogers was the shit, man. I don't know.
He did for us to say yes too.
Every time, yep, he give you that little pause. Look, Mr. Rogers and the nigga from Blue's Clues. The first nigga from Blue's Clues. I was a grown man. I used to be watching Blue's Clues like, this nigga cool as fuck. I don't know. Oh, Bob Ross was that nigga.
Steve's latest TikToks are just him being like, "Hey everybody, how are you?"
I be crying.
Pausing for like 20 minutes.
I be crying. I be bawling every time. Are you guys okay? I'll be like, "No, Steve, actually." I'm struggling.
Like, no, Steve, I'm falling apart. Like, I'm like, we all have been so hard without you.
Why did you leave us?
You know, this how you know something is deeply wrong with racial self-defense. If you got beef with Bob Ross, it's you the problem. It's
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross. Bob Ross.
That nigga had an afro, and he wasn't even black.
Be for real.
Bob Ross was wearing his natural hair in the 70s and the 80s, nigga.
Yeah.
Bob Ross was wearing a whole afro, gently painting landscapes. Gently painting landscapes. And if you listen to him, it would look decent. You couldn't do what he did. That nigga was a fucking genius. But it would look good. I've done it. It looked good. Shit wasn't that crazy. Bob Ross
used to take that little church fan and make them trees.
Man, I used to like Bob Ross too, man.
I thought I could do it. We're gonna do some called where they used to paint.
We're gonna make our trees. Look at that beautiful trunk on that tree.
Hey, them niggas. Hey, man, them niggas could have sold. Hey, they could have sold water to a well. Cause they had a way about them. They had a way about him.
That's what you mean. That was the way about him.
It was calm, but it was it was confident too, and it was reassuring. And I always believed, like trusted him. Like wherever they was taking me, I knew we was gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we gonna get there. Just sit back. You good?
Oh, you might make me cry. That's why.
Nah, it was never creepy. Calm, not creepy, and that's hard to do as a man. To be calm and not creepy. Most of the time,
definitely can venture into being the old man from Family Guy real quick.
Hey, Osa said 2 on K for climbing Mount Everest comment. Oh my God. Hold on, where we at? Lux said, hey, have you banged the Cash App this tax season? Hey, and that's the real question at the end of the day.
You know y'all got them taxes, man.
Y'all know the taxes done here. It's damn near April.
You bringing Rachel up, I'll drop if you need me to.
Ain't nobody in the queue.
My shit came before they took over Doge. Before Doge took over.
There you go.
If Doge fucked my taxes up, I'm going to fire Elon. I need my money. I'm in a bad name.
Give me my money.
Knocking on that door like Diamond. Don't worry. Come out. I'm not mad. I'm just upset.
Hey, Diamond lied to that girl. she dragged. Hey, that was her blood, though.
I'm about to watch that tonight. That junk was hilarious when she knocked her clean. Oh my God.
I didn't know Diamond had hands like that because she did beat up everybody.
Like that in real life.
She like, how you get in here? When you come in here, you been here the whole time. I thought you left.
Lisa Ray terrifies me in real life. Lisa Ray could absolutely, she could, low key, she could call me a bitch to my face, and I'd be like, you got it. Lisa Ray?
She had an opposite effect on me.
It's something about her that's too true to that Diamond character. I don't know what it is. And, sometimes you gotta, I'm not a scary person, but sometimes you gotta know who can fight and who can't.
Mm-hmm.
And Chicago and Detroit be neck and neck anyway. So, I don't know. Nah, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, I seen her getting fitted for a dress or something recently. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen that.
All right, unhand the ball, please.
She was this is my little
unhand the ball.
Hey, you know what it is?
That's his little yeah.
Osa said, I looked it up. Mr. Rogers did not have a criminal past. He was violently abused as a child. He had full upper body tattoos. That's why he wore sweaters. Yeah, he was in the military. He came straight out the military.
He had full upper body. Let me find out that Mr. Rogers got
Oh no, Mr. Rogers, yeah. No, he was covered in tats. He was in the military. He came straight he was in the Marine, and then he went from being a Marine to being Mr. Rogers pretty much.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers. He was in that.
Mr. Rogers was in the military. See?
Wasn't Bob Ross too?
Probably back then, yeah, because at that age, yeah. Yeah, they might have got drafted. Nah, he wasn't that old. I mean, he was old by that time, so maybe, I don't know, maybe 60s. Yeah, he could have been, because he was in his 40s.
Back in my heyday, would I hunch Mr. Rogers? Maybe. Okay.
He was a minister. Oh, there you go. He looked like a minister too.
That kind of did something for me.
That too. Hold on.
That don't help.
He'll be in a minute.
I get with that little zipper, little sneakers, the little slide off sneakers.
He had some cool. He used to throw on Nikes. He started rocking. I think he was rocking like Cortez at one point.
I was just about to say that Cortez.
Yeah, I think he started rocking Cortez at some point. I was like, look at this nigga. See, man, I like Mr. Rogers, man. I miss that nigga, man. My baby don't got nothing like that. Instead, he watching fucking YouTube videos where them niggas be up there.
No, they inspired Daniel Tiger off of him.
Oh, yeah, because the Tiger from Land of Make Believe. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he turned off YouTube because he on it crashing out by his baby mom. YouTube ain't even safe no more.
Hey, did y'all hear the song he made though? It was terrible. It's stuck.
Somebody call Pleasure P. I did you.
I just want my family. I just want
Hats.
not with
Oh, my dad has way more.
not a baby cat. Y'all need to add that to the subscriber.
Yeah. Right there. Wait, Paul, turn the hat to the side.
Nah, he on some other shit, man. What you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm exploring.
He's just exploring.
That's the dude that.
See what I can borrow.
See what you can borrow.
Yeah. Oh, I like this pink one.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Not my.
You froze Kel picture with his lips like that, like.
I be catching niggas in the most diabolical, and I don't even be meaning to, man, like 90% of the time. Every depending on how diabolical you are, I be trying to catch you slipping, but I didn't do that with him. I just screenshotted it.
He looks like he's thinking with a milk.
Big glasses.
Hey y'all, I think I'm about to dip. I'm about to dip, man. We put in 2 hours. I think we got through the top. I think we did some good work. We had a good time.
Yeah.
My son said, do you pour the milk in first or after the cereal?
You pour the cereal in first. Only serial killers. The other kind pour the milk in first.
Okay, he's impressed, I guess. I don't know.
Why would you pour the milk in first? You don't even know. You can't even the ratio. You don't even know what the ratio is at that point.
I don't know why he keeps asking.
Just like the milk better.
What if you like the milk
just
better?
like the milk better.
But
the cereal is just for the milk.
But that's good. I feel that, but you still need the ratio to be right though. Like right, or you just don't care how much is in there because you're gonna just drink the milk anyway. That's crazy.
You need to be on the watch list.
You don't drink the milk. Hey, this nigga, hey, Lennox be making, like, you'll make him some cereal, right? And he'll eat the cereal. What's the best part of the cereal?
The cereal.
The milk.
That's well.
The milk. You eat debatable.
Your poverty is showing. Your
Poverty. Y'all don't drink the milk? Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Dude, the milk the best part. Nah.
You can just have the milk at any time.
You can't, because it won't taste like that, Nigel. Milk don't taste like milk, cereal milk. Come on now.
All right.
Use your mind. Come on now.
That's what kids who had to make breakfast straight, baby. That's what that is. All right. We out. We free now.
Now, when you make like Cocoa Pebbles or whatever, and you get that's chocolate milk.
Exactly. So you could just buy chocolate milk.
That's expensive.
You see where I'm going with this? Yeah.
Where shall we?
That's the chocolate milk for kids who gotta make the cereal.
Damn, y'all was rich. Y'all was rich.
You weren't rich. Nah.
Y'all was rich. Y'all had chocolate milk and cereal. I see. Y'all was rich. Look at y'all wealthy. Y'all came for money.
My daddy made pizza out of he made pizza with ketchup one time. I was so pissed. I think that's my little origin story.
Y'all had pizza? Wow, y'all rich.
He didn't want to buy pizza. He wanted to. He said we're gonna make homemade pizza, but he didn't know that he had to buy tomato sauce to go with it. So he bought the bread and the cheese and the pepperoni. With at that time, it was probably like $5.
What kind of bread?
To get the tomato sauce.
What kind of bread?
It was like the bread that you make. It was like in a.
Oh, okay.
Like dough. Yeah, it was like a dough box.
So you made like dough. Okay.
Right. So that was like $1. So he, whatever. But Then he was like, "Oh, I forgot the tomato sauce," and we was like, "Well, now we can't have it." He was like, "All that, we got some ketchup in there and squirted it all over the pizza." Ew.
Hey, I'd have slapped that pizza out of my daddy's hand and looked at him and went. And
I never forget it.
I'd have told him. I'd have said, "Let me see." And when he put it out like this, I'd have knocked it on the ground and stood there and waited for that nigga to do something for disrespecting me like that. But we used to make pizzas out of English McMuffins. English muffins. Donnie used to do that?
Yeah, we did it at home. Yeah, we made it.
Oh, you said homemade. We did it at home.
No egg.
No egg.
With the small pizza, with the small pepperoni little round.
Yes.
Pepperoni.
Remember?
I made Lunchable pieces. Never anything.
Lunchables? You had Lunchables? Oh my God.
Yeah, no,
oh my God. Y'all are so rich. You had Lunchables? Oh my God. Y'all are crazy.
You are safe now.
Y'all are so rich. Y'all crazy as hell. Talk about
I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and grapes at the movie theater. My grandma talking about it's the same as the snacks they got. It's literally
not.
It's really not.
And you know that.
They know. They don't care. Raisinets, maybe, not grapes, nigga. Give me some fucking Raisinets. That's wild. Y'all really, damn, okay. Lunchables. All right, that's what's up. You know what? Not everybody had privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody came from privilege. But I feel you though. That's why I see it's two Americas. That's what they told us. It's two Americas. I see. All right. Cool. I love that for you. I'm not jealous at all.
This coming from somebody who will put on outfits at home. Like, you got enough.
See, now you getting too close. Now you getting too close. Now you getting too close. See?
That's because the poverty be making you want to prove your, you know.
Hey, it ain't never.
The pants too. Like he don't put on sweatpants. It's a whole.
He be having the shoes and.
I gotta go outside every day.
No.
I do.
I mean,
I'm in the movie.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. What you say?
You always gotta pick me up every day. You have to go outside and then pick me up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's before you go and pick them up. You be.
I gotta drop them off in the morning. I drop them off and I pick them up. So I just get dressed for the day.
You put a crossbody on too with the coat. That's
I
what
do.
I'm saying. The other day
I do be ready though. Cause once I come in, it be cold sometimes and I don't be wanting. I ain't gotta explain myself to y'all. Look, hold on.
Before you drop us, here's his book, y'all. Feel free to It's called A Tale of Consent and Respect. Y'all go grab that for your kids.
The attacks is wild. Let me guess, y'all didn't drink no Kool-Aid either, huh?
No,
it's like
Mm-hmm.
What? Sugar water.
Sugar water.
Right. Yeah. Some sugar and some water.
Oh, y'all was different, yeah.
I remember that.
Diabetes in the cup.
Also, sugar water is where you draw the line.
That's why I think that's some down south shit. Yeah. But in Cali, look, cause we had citrus trees everywhere. We always had lemons and shit. So the worst case scenario, you can make some lemonade.
Y'all had lemons in California?
Lemons, yeah. Yeah, you want to say? Please do not try to act like we had the agriculture in the Southern California. We don't. The South got it. We know. I know y'all got all the citrus trees everywhere. Please don't. Please never in your life try it. You tripping.
5 minutes to go to the beach.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go to the beach. Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah.
I could not even imagine that.
I feel you. The beach is free.
I was about to say we got beaches.
The beach is free. Y'all beach is ugly though.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, wait. Y'all beach is not ugly. My bad. Go ahead. Show me a picture. That didn't make your case, BBG. Say we should cross street. Yeah, they beaches ugly too.
No, Canada's beaches are ugly, but our beach, if you Google Belle Isle, Belle Isle is nice. It is nice. It's really nice. Belle Isle is nice.
The number we already know the most lit beaches in America is Florida. Everybody know that. Number 2 is Southern California. I think if you want, actually, they just different. I think Cali and Florida beaches are the same because they just different types of beaches. Yeah, if you want to go see like terrain, like you want to be on like rocks and shit, it's Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like you want like
some nice beaches.
Who?
New York. New York has some. Long Island has some nice beaches.
What's that?
The Hamptons.
New York?
All right. Okay. Yeah, New York. Long Island.
The Atlantic?
Yeah, it's warmer than the Pacific.
But it's uglier.
I'm not gonna argue with now nigga about whether or not a beach is nice or not when we can actually drink our beach water. Y'all just gotta look at it and choke.
It's a lake. That's why I'm not arguing with a nigga that beach is a lake. I don't want to step on a look. I don't want to put my foot in them lakes because they lakes. That water been sitting there for 13,000 years.
No, it's not. It's fresh water. It's literally water that you can drink.
I know, but the bottom ain't fresh. The bottom old.
What does that even mean? I mean,
The bottom still like y'all ever left. Hold on, y'all ever if you leave, this is what a lake is. If you leave like a cup with like some spit in it, you know what I'm saying? Like you do something nasty, or like some fruit or some food or something in the cup or whatever with some water in it, right? That's what the bottom of the lake feel like. It shit just slimy and it feel like saliva. Like I don't like it. It's algae, huh? See? Even my baby know that shit nasty. I'm good.
For the meme. What are you spun about? Why are you at the bottom of the lake?
When you gotta walk out into the lake, it's when you gotta walk out into the lake. It's
not fun. No, it's not fun.
You're slimy.
No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. They not. I didn't hear nobody out about Cali got the most beautiful beaches. What are you talking about? Come on now. Okay.
First of all, the water's cold as shit. Second of all,
Sometimes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like it feels rocky. Like you can't just walk around it with barefoot.
We got terrain. What beach? Hold on, wait. What beach? What beach? See, we got
Monica, all up and down the coastline.
no
You take the highway up and down
Laguna, Dana Point. No, you talking about Malibu?
You guys have sharks.
Yeah. What ocean don't have sharks? Florida got alligators. I don't want to. Florida got alligators, and y'all got water moccasins, dude. I'm good.
That's why
Y'all got Crocs.
If you come to Michigan, you ain't got to worry about the crocodiles, the sharks, all on the stage.
Y'all got the Loch Ness monster. We good.
We ain't got no Loch Ness. All what y'all are talking about. We can see our feet.
You can see your feet in Cali water too. You can see your feet in Cali too. It just depends on what beach. If you go to Laguna, you can see the fish and shit. What are you talking about? Cali got a bunch of different beaches. That's what I'm saying. Don't trust me. All the Florida beaches, I think they're beautiful. They got the white sand and all of that stuff. It's in the Gulf of America. We get it, right? But I'm just saying, Cali, the scene in Cali is different. It gets so many different beaches. Cali literally has every terrain in the world in Cali. We got icebergs in California. We got everything. We got volcano. We got everything in California. Like we got all the different types of beaches. It's not just one type of beach. Florida got the same fucking beach. All the shit is the same. It's all the same shit.
Shout out to Michigan because we got beaches and it's one of the safest states in.
Hold on, BPG. I'm gonna need you to stop.
We ain't got no earthquakes.
You gotta let the adults argue in this one. You gotta let the adults argue in this one. We not making the claim for
no sharks biting your ankles.
Nah, yeah.
Swimming and fun, baby.
We not making the claim. That's a lake. That's what I'm saying. That shit is a lake. That shit is a lake, man. Oh no, I'm not doing it. Now I ain't wrong. Y'all just got different. I said y'all got dope beaches. I don't think Florida beaches are. I think it's just different types of beaches. I don't think nobody got better beaches than California and Florida. You can say Florida fine. It's like Kobe and Jordan. Like I don't give a fuck. You can say I don't, or Brian, whoever. You can say any one of them. I'm fine with it. But I'm saying though, Cali just has a bunch of different types of beaches. We got the most diverse. We got a bunch of different beaches. We don't got one beach or two beaches. We got like 90 different types of beaches. Like Long Beach don't look like Huntington Beach. It don't look like Laguna Beach. It don't look like Dana Point. It don't look like Obispo. It don't like, we got a bunch of different beaches. San Diego look like a bunch of different shit. Nah, man, Florida don't. Where y'all mountains at?
Homeless sound like that nigga who want to make it out like he got.
Where y'all mountains at? No. Jones, where y'all mountains at? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Ain't got no fucking mountains. We got beaches. Our beaches is up against the mountains. We got all the different type of terrain. You like mountains? We got them. You want trees, forests, such shit? We got them. Right at the edge of the beach.
You gonna bust a rock and you might not make it home.
That ain't what I'm saying at all. See, that's that ain't that. That's that bullshit. That ain't what I said at all, sir. That's not what I said at all. I think, Florida beaches is dope. Florida beaches are dope. I wouldn't argue with it at all. I think
everything about Florida is better for the most part. I'm gonna be honest with you. We have better theme parks. We got better beaches. It's just a better state. It's okay.
No, it's hot.
Y'all have a better governor. I'll give you that. You definitely got a better governor.
It's hot and your animals are scary.
It's crazy.
comparing Florida to California is wicked. Like y'all, you get a little too much dip on your chip, man. Look. This is what I do. This how crazy Cali is. I will trade you, Gavin Newsom for your trash ass governor, right? And Cali's still 10 times better. It just ain't even close. I'm sorry to tell y'all that it's the best state in the union. Everybody know that. That's not even debatable.
It just smells bad. It smells bad.
What? It smells bad?
Where?
Yeah. Have you ever been to that?
I've been everywhere. Name the spot. I've been there.
He know it stink.
Have you been to New York? What does it smell like?
Wait, it don't stink in the Everglades? Oh, okay. Nah. It don't stink in them swamps. Them swamps ain't stanky. Oh, okay.
It smell like rotten potatoes out here. I'm by all these potato fields. It stink out here.
And we already know. And
Stand up.
Hey, don't y'all got? Hey, didn't y'all have a? Ain't y'all water got oil? Did some oil spill in y'all shit before?
Come on, man.
Hey, man.
Okay, you in Florida?
Oh, I got you. You talking about on the east side? Okay.
I came back to Florida last summer.
I didn't know y'all last summer. Okay.
Screaming.
Yeah, they said, hey, hold on. So I said the smell is only downtown. I know the rest of Cali lit. What you talking? Hey, even down.
It's only downtown.
It's only downtown. And even downtown, if you in the right place, you smell fire ass Mexican food.
What does the smell like?
It just smell like people.
It smells like urine and marijuana.
We got with a dash of BO and alcohol. Like it like a it got like a cap of, you know how you put in your bath water? It's like a cap of bad body odor, and you know what I mean? It's a little bit though. Our homeless problem is crazy. I ain't gonna even hold you. Our homeless problem is ridiculous. We not doing nothing for the unhoused in Cali. They just it's the Hunger Games out in the streets. I was like, God damn.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. Catch Me Outside said 5 on the panel. Cali Beach is over all they cities. That's facts, man. Y'all gotta stop playing with us like that. I ain't gonna even hold y'all, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. We all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you. All right, man.
Cali Beach is over the city of Houston.
Is that a question to Nigel? Or you were just saying that? Hold on, wait. No, hold on. Stop. Hold on. Is that a question? Or you just was saying? That was a statement.
No. I'm asking.
That's a question. Yes, absolutely. Ask it. Hold on, wait. No. Ask it again. I want to make sure that I got it right.
Cali Beach.
Yeah. Cali Beaches. Yeah. Yeah, Cali Beach. Yep.
Florida beaches are better.
That's why I'm here letting them do it bad like that, bro.
No rest.
No, what she say?
He said Florida beaches are definitely better.
Okay, and y'all can feel like that. I get you.
Like that.
Y'all can feel like that. Y'all can. That's your only time to your opinion.
When you've been to Florida, when was
I'm not. Look, hold on, wait. I'm not about to argue with y'all. Look, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not arguing with you about the beach. I'm saying no. The way that Jones came in hot and heavy and trying to act like the beach was trash. That's all I was pushing back against.
Y'all seem like dirty brother.
There's nothing for me. Pub, you're wrong.
How many have you been to?
Like 4.
All right, what are they?
I don't fucking know. When I was in Irvine for work, we went out to Laguna. We went out.
Oh, Laguna's the shit.
Several beaches.
Laguna ain't dope.
No, Florida beaches are better.
I didn't ask you that. I said Laguna.
Warm springs. We got warm springs you can swim in.
That just be people peeing in the water, dude. You ain't seen Moana? That's just people peeing in the water, bro.
No, first of all, we got Newport Beach, we got Ocean Beach, we have Half Moon Bay where there's waterfalls all over the place.
Yep.
California has the best beaches.
Easily.
Don't do that.
The best. No, but I think, but wait, the thing is this. If you want to do it based on like swimmability, let's say, like what's warmer and shit, then okay, you can say Florida. I agree. Because Florida has more like year round, it's better. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Year round, Florida is better.
And the water is so
That's good. If you that's
amoebas live. Man, we got the atmosphere.
That
y'all
hold on.
Year round
No.
cool,
People are not going.
She said that, but she's saying the Florida water wicked because the water warm. That's where the brain eating amoebas are. So the thing is, what I'm saying, all right, I'm cool with that, right? Like I ain't gonna argue with you on that. I was saying no, if you want to go to the beach, if you like blue waters, if that's the thing that makes the beach the most beautiful to you, then fine. That's the thing that makes the thing the most beautiful to you. I like terrain. I like rocks. I like, you know what I mean? I like the scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like trees.
That's the whitest thing you ever said, bro.
What? Terrain? I like terrain, bro. The terrain is vicious. That's what I like. But hey, if you just like blue,
sound like you making a dating profile right now.
not y'all coming for him. Don't do that.
I like long walks on the beach. I like.
They trying to stand up for Florida. Look, they trying to stand up for Florida.
For their regular beaches.
I get it. They trying to
waterfalls at our beaches. We got a whole beach in Yosemite that's up in the mountains.
Hey, when you in Florida, hey, if you stand in the middle of Florida, you can see across the whole state. You can see both sides of the.
There's places in Florida that have like a bunch of hills and stuff like that. We just don't have mountains. She says she worried that Bub can't read now.
Why I can't read? Why I get hit with the?
Because you think you can stand in the middle of Florida and see across the whole state?
Because y'all shit flat, man. Y'all damn near like Nebraska.
We live under the sea level, bro. What do you expect? Under the sea.
I get you. I live under the sea too. I live under the sea level too. Technically, I live in a beach town. I'm under the sea too. I get it. Trust me. I understand. But come on, man. Y'all tripping, man. I can't. I just don't. I don't like this conversation. Y'all wilding, and I get it. You know what though? Because. And it's the Cali supremacy. My fault. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start talking about Cali, everybody got to throw their little hat in the ring. Like, it's Cali against everybody, though.
Did you just you people last?
Yeah, it's y'all. Because look, tonight I had to throw in Houston out of like, but what about Houston? We don't care about Houston. And then BBG was up here fighting for her life in fucking Michigan. For Michigan. Don't they lake freeze over every year? Ain't it frozen right now? Am I tripping?
Water problem. Nah, you ain't lying about that.
Did the fucking water freeze over every year? You can't argue.
We have better all around, like all year weather.
No, you don't. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. Florida got better weather. Fucking, that's a lie.
I go to the beach in the summer. I can get
and you could get by a mosquito, and you could get bit by a mosquito. Hold on, wait, but you could get bit by a mosquito anytime too, because y'all weather crazy.
Blown away by hurricane at the same time.
Y'all weather is not better than Cali weather. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You get the flood, you get the heavy wind.
When you be sitting on live with a jacket on, I have shorts and flip-flops on.
But Jones, I'm just being a weenie. It's only 50 degrees outside. You act like it's freezing.
It's freezing. When I was in Cali with you last time,
That's because that's because y'all got that frail skin from living in Florida, where it's fucking 82 degrees all the goddamn time. 60 degrees is nothing to a Cali nigga. That's nothing. We out there, we chilling. 60 cool. 50 is not freezing, fam. That I got a sweater on in 50-degree weather.
If I lived in a place where it was fit, where it ever got, you know what I'm saying, like it was regularly below 50, I moved. I gotta go.
I know. I could. Hey, I get it. I ain't mad at you.
We're a cool 75, man.
Ain't nothing cool about 75 in Florida. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't nothing cool about it.
78, 79 today.
And my son.
2 weeks ago,
It's so humid.
Yeah. Hey.
It feels great. We're black. We're from temperate climates.
Why we gotta? We all. Wait a minute. So we all from the same place?
My son said, "Shut up, your light skin."
It's better food down here.
Nah, you about to get dropped. I know you.
I was about to say.
I know you's a motherfucking lie.
Somebody said,
Yeah. Here go to Nigel again. She about to say. To Nigel about to say something reckless. Say it to Nigel. Tell us what? Tex-Mex? Tex-Mex? That shit nasty. Moving on.
Because we have more variety out here. We got
Hold on. I'm not even saying. Hold on. I'm not saying it's not. The best food is in New York. Everybody know that. Number 2. Y'all just say anything. Y'all just say anything now. The best food is New York. Everybody know. Come on now. Everybody knows New York. Everybody know New York got the best. Got the most. I got Cali number 2. Over Florida. Hell yeah. New Orleans better than Florida.
You got Jamaican food. You got all types of.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you got all types of Hispanic food.
Different. Like coming back home.
Stop, bro. Stop it.
The food in the South is definitely better.
No, it's not. All y'all got is black people and white people in the South. How y'all food better? That's all y'all got. Y'all got niggas and white people. No, you don't. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Hold on. I can't wait to look this shit up. I can't wait.
Great migration. Texas do got a heck of people out
They
there.
do. I'm not saying they don't. But we about to look this up.
We got better athletes.
Nah, now you really lying.
Oh, come on, bro. Hey.
We already know that.
Athletes come from Florida, man.
I got to hold on. I'm gonna tell you something. Right now. My high school, you go look it up, Long Beach Poly. Literally, the high school I came from has the most professional football players, and it's not even close. Like literally not even close. Like it's like the next closest school. Like it's like America when it comes to like the defense budget, and then everybody else. It's like it's not even close. Name them. Deshaun Jackson, Darnell Bean, Justin. I'm just naming the newest ones. Justin Winston. What's his name? Mark Carrier, Stoudemire, Antoine Pierce.
About Cali players?
No, just Long Beach Poly players. I'm not even naming Cali players. I'm just naming my high school specifically.
Okay, because I was about to go down the list, baby. The list, because you know the Bay Area, we got athletes.
Yeah, but not like so. But yeah, the racial makeup: 46% white tea in Houston, 22% black, 6.7% Asian, and 38% Hispanic. Now, if I look up the racial demographics of Cali, it's gonna be 5% black, and that's where we fuck up at, right? But we got everybody else. We got enough black people. You only need a little bit of black people to like the culture. We still rule the culture, but we got everybody else though. We got everybody else. We got more Asians. We got Samoans. We got Filipinos. We got everybody. We got everybody in this motherfucker. We got all the different types of. We don't just got one type of Asian. We got all the different types of Asian, Vietnamese, everybody. I live with all the motherfuckers in Long Beach. They all in Long Beach. All in Long Beach. Y'all ain't never met a Cambodian. Y'all ain't never met a Cambodian. I know that for a fact. Y'all ain't met a Cambodian. What's their Cambodian name?
and just didn't know it.
Right. And you just didn't know it. Exactly. I rest my case. Yeah.
I went to school with a Cambodian dude named Resme Nuo.
You went to school with a Cambodian. I went to school with all the Cambodians in my city. They all went to my school. All right. See, Dave, I've said there's Cambodians in Vegas. You know why? Because they came from Long Beach. Whoever is in Vegas, they came from Cali. They came from SoCal. Just so you know. Everybody from Vegas is from SoCal. I ain't gonna even hold you. So whatever diversity exists in Vegas is from us. Y'all got it from us.
Not somebody in the comments saying people from the Bay is weird.
Nah, the Bay lit. Yes, baby.
That's the delusion, man.
Why you guys go like in different sentences when you were just talking about beaches and now you're talking about the sport.
Why we just hopping around?
Yeah,
because we got ADHD.
I wanted to see if that was a little rude.
No. You can say it.
They always trying to throw jabs at California people, but they love to be in our state. Everybody love to go to Cali.
But you know what though? It's all good. That's what I'm saying, villain. I know what it is. It sucks. I get it. It's like we can't. I gotta make myself feel better about not living in Cali. I get it. I get you.
Cali is great. Being a tourist in Cali sucks. So,
I don't even know that.
See here.
What?
So the first day I moved to California, I went to the Hollywood Boulevard to see the.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
The Walk of Fame, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, that's corny shit. Yeah, don't do corny shit in Cali. But if you do, like I said, in California, if you are a tourist in California, look at our natural shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like that's our strength. Like come here, go to the beach, go to the mountains, go to the rivers, go to do the natural shit. That'll make you be like, damn, we got the biggest, oldest trees in the world. The shit is crazy. You can drive a car through the motherfuckers. The shit is crazy. Remember them big ass trees we saw this summer? Sequoias. Yeah. Big ass trees, man.
So big, bro. We saw the fifth biggest tree in the world also.
No, we saw the biggest tree in the world.
No, fifth. It was the fifth.
No, the one we saw. What? Are we sure about that?
Yeah. No,
he might be sure about that one. I'm gonna check. I believe you. I believe you.
Well, I'm gonna bow out gracefully.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I'm about to dip. I gotta dip, y'all. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to dip. I gotta eat dinner and shit. Shout out to everybody, man. We were just having a good time. I gotta go to the store for my baby. Are you coming with me to the store? Okay. All right, man. One love, one thug. Shout out to the tappers, yappers, and super chatters. Fact Patriarchy said North Carolina is also affordable. That's for a reason. Just so you know, if your state is affordable, it's probably not probably. If your state is affordable, it's not as good as California. If the state you live in is you can afford to buy a house there, and you know what I'm saying? You're not there's a reason why. There's a reason why. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but you know. If Patriarchy said wrong. I ain't gonna hold you. Teresa said North Carolina is affordable. See, I don't know nothing about it. That's the South, the Southern people about to have a war. Like North Carolina. No. Teresa said Mississippi is affordable. Mississippi is the state.
Mississippi won.
Like football? That's how you count. Yeah, Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, yeah. Mississippi, that's how you spell it.
Don't too fast, I cannot know what was that.
Half of Cali homeless, Cap. Too many homeless people, though. I ain't homeless. Teresa said Mississippi is free. They paying niggas to live in Mississippi, she said. Yeah, man. Hey, we got through it. I'll be back on Mañana in the morning. We'll see what it do, man. We'll spin the block. Oh, no. Oh no, no one wants to live in Mississippi.
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 All right, y'all. Good night.